Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Dungeons and Dragons. Last we had left off, our little party of adventurers had a bit of an encounter. They decided that coming back to the small town that was near Bastion was the best choice that they could make, coming here to destroy this vampire tree that was close enough to the actual city itself that could potentially threaten it in the upcoming future. And so they returned and kind of cleared out the rest of the buildings again and came to the community center where there had been several figures standing within the actual building itself. With a cleverly orchestrated plan, they decided to try and lure them out of the building, try not to destroy the building too much, but inflict as much damage from range as possible. But unfortunately, due to the presence of two massive hulking trees, essentially, that just barreled down the building, those plans didn't exactly come to fruition. But you successfully defeated the enemy, and all of you find yourselves a little bit worse for wear, however, still very much aware, awake, and ready to proceed to the next step. As you glance forward, a deep breath is taken as the building indeed has collapsed in on itself. Unfortunately, as you watch portions of the front of the building closer to you come crashing down upon the ground itself after the majority of the foundations and pillars that were supporting the building itself were destroyed by several trees running through it.
Oh,
But you do find
well,
that it is now quiet.
whoa, that was a toughie, eh?
There goes that building.
You reckon we got all of them?
Sure hope so.
Well, I don't want to go sifting through the rubble and find out the hard way.
Well, we'll need everyone to get that trap door.
Yeah. Alright, Jake. Can we see if the trapdoor is trapped under rubble, or is it clear?
Currently glancing forward towards the actual building itself, you can see that the back of the building is still, for the most part, intact. Here, let me kind of draw it out for you. That'll make it a little bit easier to visualize. This back portion, it seems that this room is still, for like the most part, standing. The rest, everything here has collapsed.
Oof.
And you remember that the trapdoor was around this area.
Okay.
Well,
Suppose we'll have to do a bit of digging.
yeah. Let's see if there's any tools left, eh? I guess I'll look around. Like, we already walked around. Let me check. Were there any shovels? Any
You
like
would
tools
know
left?
that all of the tools that had been previously found were either unfortunately too damaged to use, or they just didn't exist. There had been a set of tools and items previously in the shed over here on the bottom right, but if I recall correctly, you guys they were either too damaged to use, like too old, or you guys had taken anything else that was useful.
I think we took it back, right?
Yeah.
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 Try ourselves in the foot.
One, two,
So we start lifting things?
Yeah, that's I'm too weak to lift.
Well, let's grab the cart and we can put some debris in there to get out of the way.
Alright. While we're doing this, I'm gonna go around healing people. Leonaire. Heal
Sheesh, man.
12. Oh no, sorry, heal 14.
14.
Yeah, because it's 1d4 plus 6 plus an additional hit dice.
Equal
Ooh.
to the creature's
So-
maximum number of hit dice, which is 4, yeah.
Yeah. So you heal
Very
14. Next, Elena. Also 14. So your max.
Nice.
Hoj. 9.
You could just add a
9.
+8 instead.
Oh, yeah, true.
On the
How
healer
do I-
feat, if you want to do
Yeah.
that. Are you clicking it on the healer feat?
Oh, I can edit it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you
I
go
did
to
not know.
features,
Uh-huh.
you right click healer, you can click edit, and then on the details, instead of it
Details.
being- so you could have it roll healing every time. So healing
Yeah.
formula, you do 1d6 plus 4. It's a d6 plus 4 plus hit dice. So I think if I know there's a way to look it up. I just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Give me one.
To use it on someone?
Yeah, if you target them.
Oh.
Here, give me one moment. Let me see if I can find
Mhm.
what the actual attribute is for hit dice. Should be system.
You do 2 times hit dice? Because I only have
attributes.
2.
HPT2.
Could also do by level, if that would make it easier.
Resources. It should be resources and then hit dice. No, I don't see it. I don't know what the hit dice value is.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just do level.
Hold on, give me a sec. I think I got you for
Mhm.
this. Alright, HSS or CSS, tell me what this is. Current HD. So it should just be HD. It should just be labeled HD.
So I'd have to target someone to do this?
I'm trying to figure that out actually.
Okay.
It's not a flag, pretty sure. Okay, I'll let you find it. If you go look under healer and you go to the effects and you click the edit on the temporary effect.
On the temporary effect? Wait, healer, edit.
You see the effects tab, right?
Yep.
And then if you go to
Oh,
the
yep.
temporary effects, if you open
Mhm.
edit on that one, on the
On
third
that
tab
one.
labeled effects,
Mhm.
there should be an attribute key. If you want to go under
I see.
that and see if you
Oh.
can find where the hit dice is.
Mm-hmm.
Once you find that, let me know what the actual attribute is labeled as, and then I can probably
Mhm.
add it so it automatically does that. But yeah, so you rolled for Hoj, you rolled for Elena, and you rolled for Leonare.
Mm-hmm. And then I also need a roll for X9.
For Moray, can you use this on yourself?
I already used it on myself a long time ago when the crows bit me, so I can't use it again during this short rest.
+5.
So,
for
can you
knowledge.
heal? Yeah.
Done and done.
Nice.
as the rest of you take a second to breathe, to begin to shovel out some of the debris that are sitting on top of the actual trapdoor itself, you see Noah walk around and provide a bit of healing, bandages some wounds, treats some of your injuries, removes some of the needles that are sticking out of your shoulders, and the bruises that you've suffered from the trees. So, are all of you going to try and start removing some of the rubble on top of the trapdoor? Are you going through like the long way and trying to clear out all the rubble in the building, or are you just getting rid of the rubble on top of the actual trapdoor itself?
Just the trapdoor.
Okay. So you guys move around to the other side of the building and now that the actual trapdoor is an athletics check. Someone can help them if they have proficiency.
Alright.
I'm down.
Okay. Rolling pretty jacked. I'm proficient in throwing things. I'll pick it up and I'll throw it like a mile away.
You gotta pick it up
Boom.
first.
Is someone helping you?
I'll help.
Okay. Hodge is helping. As Yep, so for the purposes of this, when I ask for an athletics check, for the person who's helping, they don't need to roll. It just gives the person who's actually doing it advantage. So Leonare would have advantage with the 21, yeah, definitely. Without too many issues, you kind of walk up to the area. Oh, wait, sorry, I realized Mora heals 9, not 4, 5, plus 4, another 4, there you go. But yeah, honestly, with Leonare and Hodge working together, the two of them just like grab the pieces and just chuck them off to the side. Within minutes, the area is more than clear enough for all of you to open up the trapdoor.
Oh yeah, good job, eh?
Yeah, wow, you guys are so strong.
Good hustle, team.
Well done.
Well, this is gonna be the first to go in.
My artistic renditions.
Moray.
Beautiful. Moray says, nope.
Okay, is it dark in there, Jake?
The trapdoor isn't open yet.
Okay, I'll open it.
Okay, you grab the handle, and as you pull, it doesn't come up. You can see that there is a latch that is attached to it, and that latch is currently locked.
Is there a key on this side?
Yes, like the lock on that latch is like a solid steel padlock that you can see on this.
Okay. Well, Moray.
He looks at you with a blank face. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah,
He
mine's
walks up to it and tries to unlock it. I don't know if he actually has a thief's kit. Or thieves' tool.
Oh, he
Doesn't
has
He
to.
does. He's gonna walk up to it and attempt to disarm the lock. Oh, 17. Yeah. The rest of you watch as he nimbly, picks the lock with relatively little issues. The padlock comes off and the latch is undone.
Okay, I guess
Well,
so we can open it now.
Okay. You open up the actual trapdoor itself and you pull. And glancing down, it descends about maybe 30 or so feet. So your dark vision is relatively easy to see the actual bottom itself. And you just see flat stone ground. And on the side of it, there is like a wooden ladder that allows you to descend with relatively little issues.
Does it look safe down there? Like there's no signs of something waiting down there?
Give me a perception check. At this current moment, as you're glancing down, it looks perfectly safe. You don't see any sort of movement. The ground appears to be solid. There's no blood on it. There's no blood ground. There's no tree roots that you can see at the very least.
Hmm.
Looks
Can I throw a
safe,
rock
guys.
down there?
Sorry?
I'm gonna throw a rock down there.
Okay. You chuck a small rock and it just lands on the ground. You hear it click clack against the stone floor. It echoes, and you can see that it echoes into a much larger chamber, or you hear that it echoes into a much larger chamber. So you're pretty sure that this is the beginnings of either a corridor or something that'll lead you into something larger.
Did it click clack or did it splash at all?
It click clacked, so you can see the bottom of the ground very easily.
Oh, okay.
Like it's just normal solid ground in front of you.
Okay.
Okay, so good so far.
Seems safe to me.
Yep. Though you have to wonder why a town of this size needs some kind of large underground room like this.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hop in there.
Okay.
All right. All of you, who's descending first?
Leader can go first. Oh, you wanna go?
I don't care. I would offer to go first.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
So, did you guys decide that Hoj is going first?
Let's go, brother!
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Hoj, you descend down the flight of the set of the ladder relatively easily. There's no there doesn't seem to be any sort of hazards that are preventing you from coming down. And as you come down, do you have dark vision?
I do not have dark vision, but I have blind sight as a bar. I have the danger sense.
Right. Okay. As you're kind of coming down the actual ladder, you can see that the area around you is essentially pitch black. The only real light that's filtering in is from the opening of the ladder up into the open sky above you. Even though the day is a little bit cloudy, it's still kind of difficult to really see. So there's not much in the way of light in this immediate area, at the very least from what you can tell. Let's see.
How's it going down there?
I think I can drag you to this scene.
Quite dark. I can't see anything.
Alright, probably shouldn't have sent him down first. Elena will go in after him.
Yeah. As all of you kind of descend down the ladder, I'll pull all of you to this scene.
I don't have dark vision, but I have a lamp.
You can activate the lamp if you so wish. If you right-click your token, at the top left of your token there should be a little flame that you can turn on.
And then,
Just keep track of the resources that you're burning with the lamp, such as oil.
Wait, who has dark vision in this party?
Not
I think
me.
You do, don't you, Elena?
I do. Who else?
I think it's just you and Moray.
Okay, damn. Okay, I can go and scout ahead for a bit and kind of make sure the coast is clear.
I'm gonna give Hoj guidance.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm gonna go ahead, like here, just to see around the corner.
Are you gonna try and hide, or are you just walking up?
Okay, I'm gonna do stealthily.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. Okay, from the best that you can tell, the rest of you watch as Elena kind of crouches down. I will tell you right now that if you are in the open, you will not be considered to be hidden. You actually have to be
Oh, I guess behind the wall?
Yeah.
And hugging the wall.
Sure. You kind of hug the wall, and as you kind of walk around, you can hear the flowing of water. You begin to hear the flow of water. As you look, you see that the actual flow of this river or underground reservoir begins to kind of enter your sight. And you can see that the entirety of this reservoir seems to be completely blood red. At the very least, from the little bit of light that you are getting from behind you with the lantern, and in front of you from what you can only assume to be the entrance of the well. Glancing around the actual area where you're currently at, you see that it is rather large, open, kind of spacious, and you notice that there is what appears to be a variety of things stored here. Nothing of real importance. It looks like it was a large amount of like grain bags and things like that. And you can see that there is a lot of mold and mildew on a lot of it. If not, almost all of it has been disintegrated with time. But as of
Kind
this
of.
moment, this is about all that you can see from your current angle.
Can I walk back to the group stealthily? Then I just whisper. It's a large pool of, I think it's blood that's up ahead, just like in the well. So that we're probably getting close to that thing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if it's safe to like walk through that pool of blood. Not that I even want to, even if it's safe.
Wow. Can we just jump over it?
I wish.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the idea of blood when there's a vampire tree around.
Yeah.
There's not really much we can do to get rid of the blood, though.
That's the best thing we can do is just jump over it.
I don't think it's possible to jump over it. It's a large pool.
Let's see how long the pool looks.
Yeah. You walk up, you glance over at the actual pool, and you realize, oh, it's a big one. At the very edges of it, you can see the flowing water kind of hitting against the side of this storage area. And as you glance forward, you're like, oh, it's real large.
Hmm. Yeah. Then we no time to make a boat. Can't even get the materials down.
I don't think it's deep enough to need a boat.
Someone could always be the guinea pig, stick their hand in it if they're feeling bold.
Okay.
God knows I've been hurt by nature too much today.
I have a poisonous kit. Can I take a sample from the pool
You're gonna
and
walk
see
up
if
to
it's
it?
like
Sure.
yeah, and see if it's like poisonous, corrosive? Like how dangerous is this pool of blood?
Yeah, go for it. As you walk to the edge of it, you glance up and you realize the tree is now within your sight. And because you did not hide, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh man.
18. Oh, sorry, it shouldn't
Okay.
be a wisdom save, it should be a dex save. But yeah. As soon as you watch this happen, you kind of walk up to the edge of the pool, dip your tiny little, sample, be careful with it as it mixes the actual water itself. You look up and realize, oh, the tree's looking at me, you think. Because a lot of the branches had shifted, and some of them are now pointing in your direction as the ground underneath you just kind of erupts. And you realize that the stone that you had assumed it was previously isn't actually as hard as it was supposed to be. And a lot of it becomes softer underneath your ground, underneath your feet, as this large amount of roots just spring up from underneath and attempt to grab you. You manage to successfully save, and you are not restrained. But as of currently, you glance around, you realize this entire area around you is difficult terrain, and I need you to roll me initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's a lot of dice. Oh, are we all rolling initiative?
Plus 0.11. I like it when I roll that on my dice.
Okay, but this is my best initiative all game. I was lying.
0 decks.
I will roll for Murray. God damn it,
God
bro.
damn, what the heck?
He's not even here.
Why can't I roll that high?
Alright, well, this is the beginning of the combat encounter. Regardless of what is said, because bop-a-dee-bop-a-doo-bop-boop-bop. Bam. At the very top of it, Mori realizes something is going on. He is going to walk up to here, look, see that Leonaire is in a tangle of roots, and yell out, "You doing okay, Leonaire?" What's it? He does toad.
Are you stuck?
As of this current moment, you don't know what happened. You can see this like edge of this massive radius of roots. You don't know if Leonera actually got caught in it or not.
Are you asking me in character?
Well,
I'm
I'll
sorry.
follow, yeah, well, I mean,
He'll have to
yeah,
answer.
I'll just follow along.
You walk up to the edge of it, and you can see that Leonera is standing in the middle of it. He hasn't seemed to be caught by it. You can see that the trees, the roots seem to be trying to grasp at him, but he's like jumping out of the way, cutting a few of them, so he's okay for now.
So he's cutting the roots. I'll help. Am I in, is this like the range of the roots? Like, is this how
Yes.
far around they spread?
So, yeah, you attempt to cut at the roots, and you can see a lot of them just like unburden and disappear underneath your weapon. And as soon as you cut into them, they just kind of like magically disintegrate almost. To use that as your action.
Yeah, that's my action.
Okay. You slice at the actual roots itself, and you can see that there's a variety of the area around you that kind of begins to clear up. So these tiles are now no longer visible. Turn goes to Elena.
Oh shit, did something happen? As Elena kind of runs here. And she can see the tangle of vines.
You see that Oj has begun to clear out an area just in front of you while Leonaire is like dancing, trying to prevent himself from being caught up in the vines and roots.
Good morning.
Excellent.
Good morning.
Perfect. You only missed one.
Elena is gonna run up here and try to do the same thing with her swords. Can I use Green Flame Blade to kind of like get more of the branches than I normally would be able to?
Certainly. Give me a general weapon attack. Yeah, you swing, and though the roots are there, you kind of swing, and a few moments after, quite a large amount of it actually is cleared up. So, with the help of both you and help, two of you manage to clear up this entire area. So, that entire area is no longer difficult. God, I'm so good. So, like, this entire area is no longer difficult.
And that's the end of my turn.
Goes to Noah. Noah, you perceive that your allies are on some sort of
All right.
At this current moment, I believe
Yep.
Yeah.
The only light sources that you can see are coming from the ladder in
mhm.
there, and presumably the entrance.
Okay, I'm gonna run in this direction. We get close to the wall. I would assume I can see enough right here. I'm gonna walk around. Wait, how far is this? 30? I'll move right here and provide moral support. And I'm concentrating on guidance right now for Hoj. Okay, I have a question. If I hold a spell cast, do I have to tell you what that spell is? And am I forced to cast it until, like...
So, holding a spell
up to my next turn?
specifically is that
Yeah.
you cast it on your turn, but you delayed
Yeah.
finishing incantation
Gotcha.
to drop it.
So I consume my spell slot no
You
matter
still
what.
consume the spell slot no matter what.
Alright, I'm just gonna pass then. I think that makes the most sense.
Your turn. Glance over here. Leonard, you are still within view. And it is not very merciful. It's going to make 2 branch whip attacks towards you. And
Oh man.
both miss. As you glance up towards the actual tree itself, and you see 2 of the branches kind of descend, point towards you, and then one of them just shoots out towards you, and you're like, oh shit. You jump up, you dodge out of the way, as it slams into the ground beside you before the second one comes in and pierces the ground beside you as well, and both of them have missed. Good for you. What is the range of this? Never mind. What is the end of its turn? Leonard.
Oh, watch out, guys! It's come alive. I am going to just leave. I'm just gonna shell slash away.
So the one tile in front of you is difficult terrain before you reach towards the Leonard,
Yeah.
but everything else is clear. Like that big white
Yeah.
square I drew is clear.
I'll slash away at the area around me too.
Okay.
Like far out.
Do you use your
Like this
attack?
area. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Slash it
With
there.
no issues. It doesn't cost you any movement to get through. Or it
And then
doesn't
I'll-
cost you any additional movement.
And I'll walk out. Like watch out. Our tree's alive.
Hmm?
No, you don't say. The tree is alive.
Wow, all trees are alive technically.
Guy.
It's a druid. You should know that.
Well, but I mean it's really come alive.
It's really alive, guys. Like, really, really alive.
Extra alive. I see. Makes sense.
That'll be my turn.
At the end of your turn, yeah, we go all the way back up to Moray. Moray, you just watched something happen on the other side. Leonard seems to have been stricken by some sort of.
Could I get a quick TLDR of what just happened?
TLDR,
Before
you
you
guys
have to-
arrived in the town, cleared out the community center. The front of the community center collapsed. Hoj and Leonard worked together to remove some of the debris that was covering the actual trapdoor. The trapdoor was opened, and you guys came down after you lockpicked the massive padlock that was on the actual trapdoor itself. You find yourselves now in the underground section, which you had assumed to have been connected to the cave, and you had been proven correct as you had walked forward. Leonard had attempted to grab a sample of this watery blood of this flowing river before the tree seemingly had detected him and attacked.
Okay. Do we see the tree?
Currently, no.
What?
You know that it's sitting in the middle of the water on the other side of this cavern wall.
River of blood. Okay. So what's hitting us?
The tree.
Where? Is this big?
That was a mass of roots that had sprouted underneath Leonaire's feet.
Is that what's hitting us?
You're not sure? You can't see from
Okay.
where you are currently.
Okay. Let me move up.
Yeah.
Now
walking up,
is
you still can't see. Leonaire has a lantern on him, and you have dark vision. But glancing out, all you can see is this dark, blood-red water that seems to be on the other side. You can't tell if it's actually blood or if it's just flowing blood flowing water that looks like blood.
all right. So that was 20 feet. I'm over here,
No, 30.
and then
No, that was 30. Yeah. So the area that are currently highlighted, the white area and the purple area, are areas that have been cut through the vines that are on the ground. So they are no longer considered difficult terrain.
Okay. I will cast Bardic Inspiration on Elena.
Elena, you feel inspired. Bardically.
Hey.
I can do anything. I can charge in and kill that thing by myself. Thank you, more.
And then I'm gonna use my action to just light a torch.
Okay. If you right-click your token at the top left of your sheet, on the top left of your token, there should be a little thing that allows you to click the fire, and that'll allow you to light a torch.
On my character sheet.
No, not on your character sheet. Your character token.
Oh,
Your right-click
I see.
token. There you
Okay.
go.
Do that.
You've now lit a torch. And now Leonaire is holding a lantern in his left hand, and Moray, you are holding a torch in your left hand.
One more form.
Okay. Press enter. Here goes the Hoj.
Well, what's the plan?
Can you run up to the tree and suplex
actually,
it?
sorry. Before Hoj's turn, on initiative count 20. On initiative count 20, it takes a lair action.
No. Oh shit.
Specifically, it's going to take a grasping roots action. Here.
Again?
I need all 5 of you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Is this something I can see?
Yes, it is. You have advantage.
Let's go. Advantage coming in clutch.
Jesus. Jeez. Okay, guys. All right, I get it. You see that the area that you guys had previously carved into the ground disappears. All of the roots and vines and kind of branches just disappear into the ether. Before, just a brief moment later, another area erupts from underneath you, attempting to trap all 5 of you. None of you get trapped. But you can still see that the area becomes difficult terrain as these roots remain. But that is the end of the lair action. This goes to Hoj.
Alright. I'm gonna try to grapple the tree.
The roots underneath you, or the actual tree itself?
Cold tree.
I guess the actual tree.
If you're gonna
See if
try
you
and grapple
can,
the actual tree itself, you'll have to run up to it first.
You should try just pulling the roots and see if the tree comes up.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay, give me an intelligence check.
You have.
What, just an intelligence roll?
Yeah, just a flat. Yeah, no, grabbing these roots will probably pull the tree to you.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely want to try. Let me go.
You grab the roots underneath you, you like tangle it up, and you kind of like twist them around your arms to make sure you get a really good grip, and you pull, and you yoink a bunch of these roots out of the ground itself. And as you grab them, you realize, oh, they're disappearing in my hand. Oh, they're disappearing in my hand. They're magical in nature and probably will not be attached directly to the actual tree itself.
Wow. Lesson learned.
However, that is your action.
I'm sure you cleared some terrain around yourself.
He did. Specifically the terrain directly underneath him. Elena, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know where the tree is.
You
I think we
don't
should
know
find the tree.
where is, no. I believe Leonard is the only one who saw the tree.
Well, let's reposition. Find the tree.
With a general sense of direction, give me a wisdom check.
No.
You know that it's in the water.
Good enough. Can I move diagonally like this?
Yes. The measurement template should tell you how much distance you're actually moving.
Okay, I am no longer in difficult terrain.
Yes.
Did that cost 10 movement?
No, it only costed you 5. So it costs you movement to move into terrain, not out of terrain.
Okay. Okay, Elena's just gonna go up here. And nothing.
Currently, as you glance
Oh, I do.
over,
I see it. Oh, shit.
you do see the tree. You very much see the tree. You're like, huh, what is that? Oh, that's the tree.
That's a big tree.
It's a very big tree.
Let us toss a firebolt for fun.
Sure.
Oh
That's a
my
natural
god.
1. Roll me a d10. That's an 8. Yeah, the firebolt just whizzes past it and slams into the cavern wall on the other side.
Guys, that thing is pretty big. It's in the water. I don't. Be careful.
Okay.
Okay.
Noah.
Based off that new information that Elena gave, Noah's not the smartest tool in the shed, but I don't think we should just try to fight this giant tree head on in its gigantic red blood sea of water. We don't even know how deep that water is. I am going to... Okay. In this brief moment, I'm going to just look up, or in the past 6 seconds of my turn, can I see where the well in the center of the village was? Because in theory, I mean, I don't want to target anything. Well, maybe I could draw. I would assume it to be somewhere over here. Can I see any light coming through the ceiling here?
This map isn't scaled to the other map.
It's not scaled. Okay. But I can't see anywhere in this cavern the light from the well. Can I?
At this current moment, you could see a very, very dim light coming from this direction. So you'd have to turn further in. So it's like
from this direction.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my movement. Let me go back to the character control. I'm gonna move. Would this give me a better angle if I were to move into this corner, perhaps? Maybe like right here.
Yeah.
Does that change my FOV a little bit?
A little bit, but not enough. You're pretty sure that wall is still blocking you.
So that was 20. So let me go 10. A bit of a backwards 7.
You can see the edges of the light kind of bleeding in here now.
Okay. All right. So, furthermore, this is kind of like a mechanics question. Right here. Oh, okay. Right over here. This is the corner of the dungeon, right? There's nothing, or is this is this a fog of war thing?
It's a fog of war thing. So you'll have to either get
closer
to see it, because I believe it was previously revealed by Leonard with his lantern. So it's not information you would have. It's information Leonard has.
Leonard has. Okay. I think we should retreat and approach this from different angles, guys. Personally, I'm gonna take the dash action and move back this way.
Okay.
And by next turn, I'm gonna see. Let's see what everyone's opinion is. But I'm gonna start retreating towards the ladder.
It's the end of your turn. I need to determine distance between Elena and the creature. Shit.
No. No.
Shit. Well, you're in luck because it has disadvantage on its attacks, but it can still hit you.
No, that does not hit. That hits.
Okay. You take.
No, wait. I have a shield spell.
Oh.
I will shield.
Okay. Boom. The shield erupts out of you. Did you change your prepared spells in combat?
No, I had it prepared always. What?
No, it's fine. Okay, let's see. Yeah. So neither of the attacks hit, and you can see that the first branch slams into the ground in front of you. Before looking up at it, you're like, "Oh shit!" You bring up the shield as the second one slams center mass into what would have been your stomach, but it glances off and slams into the ground instead. That is that's the end of its turn. Leonaire.
Like, yeah, let's retreat. Well, we'll try and get out of here. It'll be much when we get here, anyways. Maybe dashes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Okay, Moray.
Why is everyone running? Moray, he wants to take a look at the tree before he makes a decision.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take his dash action.
You had seen, at the very least from where you're currently standing, that Elena had been struck, or the tree had attempted to strike Elena twice.
Yeah, but the tree didn't hit her. It's all right.
Yeah, but the second one was because she brought up a massive, magical shield.
I still want to see. Cunning action dash.
Sure.
So that's what, 60 feet of movement?
You have 60 feet.
5, 10. So that was 30. Ooh.
As you glance over at the tree itself, you realize, oh yeah, no, it's quite large. It's got a very thick trunk that kind of extends outwards, and these hundreds of small leafless branches that extend into the actual ceiling itself. Some of them going up and well into the actual well itself, and it's a terrifying sight to say the very least.
Yeah. A quick question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Would trying to find out if the blood is flammable cost an action, or
how are you trying to find out if it's flammable?
No, I guess visually wouldn't be the best way. Okay, no, that's fine.
Visually, you have no idea.
No idea. Okay. Moray is, after seeing the tree, going to scream and cast a vicious mockery. So that's all he says. He just
is that within range?
60 feet?
Yeah, that's not within 60 feet.
Oh, okay. Never.
You can move up one tile for it.
I'll move on. I'll move up one tile.
Okay.
Yeah, 5
Move
feet.
up one tile for it. It is now within range.
Okay.
Okay. And
Up. Vicious mockery. And that's just me screaming.
Yeah. 25.
You can't do
It's a very wise tree.
Yeah, what
The
a
tree
wild
just
tree.
does not give a fuck about your scream.
Okay, and Moray's using the rest of his movement to run back.
Okay.
25 feet, yeah.
Alright, that's the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, it goes back to the tree's lair action. And it's going to take another grasping boots.
Not like this.
Let me check what the 60 feet range is. Okay. Well, it's going to drop it right here. I need a dex save.
Oh,
You just succeed.
Ooh.
As, yeah, Elena, you
praise
see
Kavati. Holy.
another set of roots erupt from the ground as you're like, oh shit. You manage to dodge the majority of it, but they are still tangling up underneath your feet, and you find it difficult to move.
Did anyone get sampled the blood?
That is the beginning of your turn. And no. As
No, I
Leonard
don't.
was trying to
Well,
grab
Leonard
it,
did.
he got attacked.
What? I didn't grab it?
You know what? I'll say you did. Actually, give me a dex check.
Oh man. Dex check.
On a 10 or higher, you keep... Oh, no, you
No.
dropped it.
Fine. I have a plan.
It's your turn.
Can I grab what he dropped?
Yeah, but the beaker is here.
Where?
It's here
Yeah,
beside
right.
The water.
Beside the water.
Well, good thing I have a cunning dash action.
Going ball.
Okay. Just remember that this gray area or this brown area is difficult terrain.
But do I have anything to counter that?
I don't think so. Unless you're a
I don't think
ranger.
so either.
You still do have guidance, just in case.
Do I?
Yeah,
I guess I do, yeah.
Unfortunately, guidance would not help in this situation.
not for this. Yeah.
So,
Unless there's an athletic check.
let's see. It's 5, 10, 15, 25, 35. It'd be 35 to get to this here, and then from here you can grab it.
And then I can dash action out.
Yeah, and then 35, this will be 45, this will be 55, and then 60 to get back to here.
Not bad.
Is it
Would
worth it?
he?
It's up to you.
That's up to you.
Do we really want this blood vial? Can't we just come back down after?
Yeah, we can always get it after.
If we can't get it, it's not worth it because
Yeah.
I have a plan.
Alright, if you have a plan.
It's up to
I'm
you.
gonna- I'll, let's get out of here.
The man with the plan.
Yeah, Hoj just turns around, sprints out. You still have your action. You can take your action to dash up the ladder if you'd like.
Yeah, you know what? I'm out.
Oh, can you action dash and bonus action dash?
Yes.
You
Yes.
totally can.
I mean, you
Okay.
can move. Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a
Yeah, I
rogue,
run.
you can move. You can do the same thing as a monk, and I believe anytime it says it doubles your movement speed, it only doubles your base movement speed. So
Makes sense.
30
much enough.
goes to 60, then
Goes
to
to
90.
90. 90's a
I
lot.
think monks can move farther.
90 is a lot. Yeah, because monks have, just by nature, they have a higher base movement speed. Because I think they have like an armored human or something. They have like
Yeah.
50 feet of movement at like level 20. Is it 50 or 60? I don't remember. It's a lot. Okay, but that's the end of Hoj's turn. Goes to Elena. You are in difficult terrain, but you can see that the tree has just struck towards you twice. You're like, oh shit.
I see everyone running. I was like, oh shit. So this is what they're 20 feet?
It's 10, 20, 25 to get out. That's 25. There you go.
30, and then I'm gonna action dash.
Action dash, you can go an additional 30. There you go.
Let's send a match.
Alright. And for the purposes of this, because I'll say that all of you are out of its reach, we will end the combat here. And you guys all managed to get back into the ruined town with relatively little issue, as all of you emerge from the well around here. Or sorry, not the well, the trapdoor.
All right. It was a close call.
Oh,
I
yeah.
count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're all alive.
All accounted for.
Praise Kavati, showing us
Oh,
what
man.
could have been, but granting us this day. Now, for that matter, Leonard, you got any more of those sample vials?
Oh, I have a couple.
Actually, perhaps we won't need them. All right, everyone gather around. I'm gonna walk over to the well.
You know, I'm gonna stand a little bit further away.
Sure.
Sure. What are you trying to do?
All right, I'm gonna get a bucket and fashion my rope to it. I
Okay.
have quite a bit of rope. I have in total on my person, I think it came with my adventure. Oh, okay. I have 50 feet. I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to attach the rope to the bucket. Empty bucket.
Yep.
And I'm going to slowly lower it down into the well
Okay. As soon as
until
you
I feel
kind
like it bobbing, like the
Yeah,
feel of
as
buoyancy.
soon as you
Yeah.
kind of move the actual bucket
Mm-hmm.
into the well edge, and
Mhm.
before you even start descending it, a
Mhm.
branch comes shooting up straight through the bucket, causing it to splinter to pieces.
Okay.
Before the branch shrinks back into the well.
How high up? Can I see this? I saw this with my eyes then. Right?
Oh yeah, all of you saw it with
Okay.
your eyes because the branch actually came out of the well, and then it
Oh.
shrunk
Oh.
back into the well.
Okay.
I think we didn't
That's
go
fine.
down.
But I didn't lose the bucket.
You did lose the bucket. The bucket has been
Oh, okay.
splintered
Ripped
to
it off.
pieces.
Oh, okay.
You didn't lose any of the
Alright.
rope.
I didn't lose any of the rope. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So this is a very hyper-aware tree.
Actually, sorry, give me 1 second. I need to do some math.
Mhm.
Oh, you
You
would
need to
be
calculate a sphere.
you are within 60 feet.
Oh.
I need all 4 of you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Come on. Combat's
Can I see
over,
this?
Jake.
Okay, Leonardo with the natural 20. Hoja's, oh my god.
That's 2 natural 20s for this
Okay,
dodge.
well, yeah, I need one from Elena. Sorry? Hello? Did he go somewhere?
Sorry, I'm back.
He's back. I need a deck save. Okay. All of you succeed except for Noah.
For me.
The rest of you watch as Noah's legs, kind of like these branches and roots, kind of come up and pierce the bottom of his legs and the various different kind of like revealed bits of his actual flesh. And his entire body gets like restrained, and you could feel your entire body kind of like slammed into the ground itself as your legs, your arms is now constricted with these various different vines. And yeah, I need that concentration check. Yeah, you still. I actually think that minute would have been up already, so your guidance would
Yeah,
have faded anyways.
It's over. Yeah.
I think you still have bless on yourself.
Yeah, that's from I get a week of bless, remember?
Oh, right.
From our
Yes. Yeah, but you
I'm
feel
restrained.
yourself slamming into the ground as the rest of you watch as this bundle of roots now erupts from this soft ground underneath you.
Is the tree directly under?
The
like,
tree
is it
is
on like the well?
directly underneath the well. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, can I try and free Noah?
Yeah. Give me an athletics check.
Come on. Sure.
Could I assist with that?
Yeah. The rest of you have honestly relatively little issues, as all of you, I will say, managed to pull Noah free and kind of move off to the side.
Well, how'd you do that? That's cool.
Since I own all of your tokens, I can drag multiple tokens at the same time.
Damn.
And he owns us.
Well, as I pull off the roots and vines off my face, turns out we're right above the root of its true power. We should leverage this to our advantage. In fact, how much oil do we have? Everyone check your inventories.
Oil.
No,
Yeah, gas, like any flammable substance. Like I have a tinder box, I have a box
Just
of
a few
incense.
Potions of alchemist fire.
Okay.
I only got one.
Oh, we
Yeah,
do
well-
have the alchemist fire, yeah.
The alchemist fire seems very promising.
And tinderbox.
Tinder box.
Jake,
Mm-hmm.
given what's been explained to Moray and whatnot, could you maybe remind, or if Moray remembers, what a vampire tree feeds off of? Or how it gets its power? Whatever it
You
is.
remember specifically that it seems to gather its power Actually, give me a nature check or a history check if you're trying to remember information.
Okay.
Do I know anything about it? I'm a druid.
Yeah, you can also give me a nature check.
Nature or history? Which one's better?
I'm gonna give one of you guidance. I'll give it to Moray.
Okay.
Okay.
Give the D4.
D4.
Ooh, both of you rolled really well. Okay, with a 22. Mori, you recall that the vampire tree gets its sustenance from other living creatures. Not necessarily just the, plants around it and people that it seemed to have been feeding on, of which you've now seemed to have cut off the majority of the sources. It seems capable of drawing its life force from other things as well, including, as you glance around, nature itself around you, like the grass, the roots, everything around you is also still a portion that it could probably draw sustenance from.
Maybe not as efficiently as living, more able-bodied living things, I imagine.
It seemed to work the best with things like blood, and actual liquid sustenance, such as from bodies. But as this current moment, glancing around, you realize it doesn't have access to that anymore, because you seem to have destroyed, or at the very least you and your party assume, because you haven't found any else, that you've destroyed all of its sources of food. Would you be able to starve it out, if that's what you're asking? Probably not.
Okay. I'm gonna suggest the idea anyway.
What if we salt the ground, burn everything, and poison the air? Kind of like an American city, you know what I mean? I mean, if we do it here, then
Christ, bro.
Scorch tactic.
Scorcher
Wow.
tactic.
It's gonna require a lot of resources in
That would take
scorching.
a lot of time.
I personally could not recommend it, but
It's
The druid can't recommend that.
I mean, not to mention, isn't the whole point to kind of eventually make this land useful again?
I don't know if we were explicitly given those instructions, maybe implied, but hey, we get paid for the actual mission.
well, on the poison tactic, maybe it could create a plant poison.
Mm-hmm.
Or the best way to test that out would be if we actually got a real root in this tree or a branch.
I really want
I mean-
to sample. Do we know if that was bloody water, like a mixture of blood and water, or it was water?
unfortunately,
I just want to know exactly what that.
Oh, you know what?
it was.
without a sample in front of you, it's impossible to tell.
How deep is the well, Jake?
From where you're currently standing, you're assuming that it's probably less than 50 feet down to where the water is.
When we had a monk.
Could I cast? I'm gonna cast Mage Hands.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it'll react to the Mage Hand, but can Mage Hand go through things or
It
spectral
cannot
floating?
go through things. It is not spectral. It has a physicality to it.
Okay. I'm gonna try anyway. Maury's gonna walk up a bit closer.
Okay. What's the range
then-
of Mage Hand? Is it 60 feet?
30 feet, but I just want to see how it reacts to it.
Okay. You
Here,
kind
I'll
of,
put it into the chat.
because your hand, I'm pretty sure it's invisible, right?
Just read the description. Spectral floating.
Hmm.
Spectral, see through maybe?
We'll say that it's see-through. And
Yeah.
as this hand kind of extends out towards the surface, it reaches the edge of the well, and right as it descends, you see another branch shoot through it as your mage hand gets destroyed.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Why
Oh,
don't we-
wait a minute.
Oh,
Maybe you could sneak in and grab your vial, Leonaire.
Yeah.
I was just about to say we have a
maybe.
million sneakers. Someone go sneak grab that. We'll distract you from the top.
Okay, Moray will do that.
Another idea.
Wait, wait. Who's this? Who's this? You got
I'm
the mage
back.
hand.
Maurice-
You can distract
Maurice
it for
pretty.
free. Is that a spell or is that that's a cantrip?
That's a
right?
cantrip. Yeah.
Maybe you should stay. Oh, I guess you
But
can
I am
grab it
pretty
while you're down
sneaky.
there. Yeah. I
I
like
can
that.
also grab it too.
All right, I'm going to give you a guidance and send you down there. Anyone wants to go with him? That's fine.
Maybe someone in case I get stuck.
Yeah,
I'll come. Thump, thump, thump,
Yeah.
thump.
to help him.
Okay.
What is guidance? Okay, yeah. Okay.
It gives you a
Leonare and
D4.
Elena. Do any of you have any risk-free ways to distract it from the top?
I don't know
Well,
about
I could
risk free. But I
shoot
have-
it and run
sorry,
away.
Give me 1 second. Moray and Hoj, the two of you, as you kind of arrive in this area, you glance down and you realize there are things climbing up.
Oh shit!
Oh god.
What do you mean things?
As you watch
Wait.
as what appears to be needle blights climbing up the actual.
Guys, we have an issue. Get over here.
I need all
Can
of
I
you to roll me
can I like
initiative.
start chopping?
Yeah. I'm gonna put you guys into initiative, so at the very least we could. Please roll me initiative for yourselves.
Okay, let's go.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
One.
I need to remove all these ones that aren't in the actual combat. The ones that are
Check my
dead.
dice stats after this.
As we glance over, we begin this battle. Yeah, Hoj, Moray, as the two of you arrive, you glance down and you realize there are 6 of them trying to climb up this ladder. As you're like, oh shit. Technically, because you guys discovered it first, you guys have the surprise round.
Nice.
So Elena, you are the first to act. You glance over and you realize Hoj and Moray both said, "Oh shit," or something along those lines.
Yeah,
Currently,
I
you
yell.
cannot see any of them as they are still at the bottom of the well.
I yell back at them. Try closing the hatch and trapping them in there. And then, I will run over to them.
Okay. Yeah, just like the ruined building, the portions that are collapsed are still difficult terrain.
I assume I still can't see them. They're in the well.
Yeah, they are at the bottom of it, unfortunately.
Would
That's correct.
okay, just for positioning wise, would be in Hoj be on that side of the building, or just like we'd be
Well,
walking
would
through?
you have gone through the rubble or would you have gone around it?
I don't know. What did you guys do before? Did you go around or walk through?
We went around. last time.
Okay, then
Just-
me and Hoj would have gone around then, or at least I would. Yeah.
Yeah, as you
Okay.
went around, you find yourselves in your current position.
Yes. Okay.
I think it'd be faster if we just go through. So I guess
but-
this would be. Oh, how much feet would this be?
I mean, yeah, but I'm guessing that Hoj and Moria were relatively relaxed, thinking that there wasn't a danger, so they probably wouldn't have gone through the trouble of walking through a bunch of splinters.
Yeah. All good.
You could still run through the difficult terrain, like, if you wanted to. But...
I'm just trying to calculate how. Like, so would the difficult terrain start here?
Yeah. Here, I'll actually draw a box so that you guys can see.
So I think this would be how far I can move. And can I see a trapdoor from there?
I say it every weekend.
This specifically is the polygon that you can see. Stop. Okay, yeah. Sorry. There you go. Yeah, it's this area is still upright. Like that area is still like you can jump into it, but the corner of it is still a little bit difficult terrain. So, what are you guys up to? Oh, sorry. There we go. Elena, is it the end of your turn?
I think that's how as far as I can move. And can I see the trapdoor?
Yes, you can. You can see the trapdoor. However, you can't see them climbing out of it because the only reason Hoj and Hamori would have seen it was because they're literally standing over it.
Okay. And then my turn.
Alright, that's the end of your turn. Goes to Hoj.
So they're climbing up the ladder, right?
At this current moment, one of them is. The other 5 are standing around waiting for this one to climb up.
Or can I like?
You're pretty sure they haven't noticed you yet.
Okay. Can I like? I don't know, like, sit on the ladder like Dark Souls, and like kick.
Yeah, you can. You kind of like place yourself over at the top of it. You slide down ever so slightly, and you kick the one at the top. Are you trying to kick him off?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me an athletics check versus his. Or theirs, I guess. Don't really. That's 12, yeah. No. You kick it in the face, and as soon as it gets kicked in the face, it falls off the actual ladder itself and falls 20 feet. First 10 feet, they don't take damage, but the second 10 feet, they do. They take 8 points of damage, and as you see, you see this one just smash into the ground, and
I'm gonna dash action back up.
okay. You dash action all the way back up. You clear yourself of the actual frame itself. Before glancing down, the other 5 now look up and see that you are at the top. From what you had seen before, these ones are the ones with ranged attacks.
Good thing I'm down. They're down a hole.
They are. Leonaire.
Okay. I think Nero will make his way over. Not sure exactly what's happening, but there's a fight. 30 feet. I don't see anything. I'm just gonna start charging my way over.
Okay.
Okay. What does it count?
So this first tile is difficult terrain. The second tile is
Yeah. It's weird. Just counting my
movement. Yeah.
starting point with 5 feet.
Oh, good. Oh, good. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. And goes to Moray. End your turn.
No.
I'm not your dad. Don't make me do it for you. Moray.
Hello.
You glance down. You see 5 of them staring up at Hoja's ass as he climbs back over.
How difficult is it to shut this trapdoor?
Relatively easy. It would be an athletics
And-
check of 10.
Okay, and then, none of these guys are on the ladder, right? It was just that
Currently, no.
one. Okay, I'm going to try to just shut the trapdoor before they needle Hoja's ass.
Give me an athletics check. DC is 10.
You have guidance.
Yes, athletics. I got it. I'm strong.
I think he used his guidance on his previous. Oh wait, no, he
Oh,
didn't.
did you?
You gave
No, I
it
have
to him
not.
for the stealth roll, but he didn't use
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I did not
Yeah,
use it.
you're right. Yeah, no, you grab the top of it. You're like,
Is it
"Ah!"
just the next roll, or
Sorry,
is it just the next roll, or just a roll I choose?
it's a
It's
roll.
a
you
roll you
choose.
choose.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't use
So
it.
yeah, you grab it. You're like, ugh! You manage to get it with no issues. The trapdoor is now shut, and you can hear that the 5 of them are now trapped underneath.
Phew.
And this
That's my
is
turn.
technically done. 'Cause they are now once again underground. As you realize, one of them is dead.
I guess that tree waits for no one.
Yeah, we know we're here. Unfortunately.
Got any other bright ideas, Leonaire?
Well, I thought of something a bit crazy.
Oh,
What
I
if
could use some crazy.
we get it to attack from the well, and one of us grabs the branch, and the other one cuts it off, so we get a sample.
I'm willing to try anything at this point. And Maury will make his way over to the well. Who has a good grapple? Who has a good grabbing action on our team?
Well, Linear will do it since he recommended the plan.
Just drop a Minecraft lava bucket on him.
True.
True.
How long does it take to melt iron?
What are you trying to do?
Any blacksmith knowers?
If you're trying to melt iron, one, you need a furnace that actually can get up to the temperature that can
Okay.
melt iron.
Easy.
The furnace.
Number step one check.
You don't have any fuel for the furnace, and you don't know how long it would take.
Damn it.
There are no bellows here, so you can't
I know,
increase
I
the
should have been-
temperature of the furnace to the point where you you need it to. Because
I should have had a more honest trade.
I know enough about blacksmithing to know that you don't have the tools to make iron.
Okay, no fiddles around here to no avail then. All right.
Also, you don't have any ore. Unless you're smelting down something that you already
Like
own,
weapons
that
and
is iron
stuff.
or steel.
Okay. At the
What
risk of
is-
death, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself. Because I must.
Mhm.
Okay.
Alright.
Can mage hands grab anything like grapple or anything like that?
Yeah, they
Jake?
can, but they are relatively weak. They only have a grabbing force and like pressure that they can lift about 5 pounds.
Okay, so it won't be able to grab the branch.
Oh, definitely not. That thing looked way too fast, way too strong, and yeah.
All right, Leonard, what do you want to do
Okay.
with that information?
Okay, so I'll go and grab it. Who wants to do the chopping?
I'll do the baiting.
I can chop.
Okay.
Wait, can someone explain the 1 minute meteor? Do we know how the 1 minute
The
meteor
minute-
scroll works?
The minute meteors?
Yeah. Do we know?
It is a spell scroll that you know Elena could learn.
Elena, do you know what it does?
I would have to learn it.
Hmm.
It's a
Yeah,
third
meteor
level
fit in a
spell,
well.
I think.
Oh, okay.
It is
Is it third or
level
second?
spell.
Yeah, I don't have
Oh,
the slots.
You don't have the slots
Okay.
to cast it, so you can either keep it as a spell scroll, of which you can cast now, or you learn it and put it into your spellbook so you can cast it later.
Nah. I would like to learn it eventually. I don't think it's in the wizard spell list, is it?
It is.
It is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then you guys can use it if you want.
So we cannot carpet bomb it?
You can.
Sure, we can.
And
Hmm.
You guys can also. No, I'm not supposed to suggest anything.
Yeah. I'm a more man of God myself, so can't really recommend. I don't know whether or not it would get the job done, but if we can enlarge this hole, cave it in any way, it gives a better opening.
all we'd have to dig through a lot of
That's true.
dirt, stone, rock.
What if
Well-
we just enrage it into killing itself? Kind of
Mm.
destroys the ground around it and it caves in.
How fast is mage hands, Jake? Can it dodge?
Not really.
Have
No,
a- It was always see.
it's relatively slow.
What could I do? Let's see. I still want a sample of that tree, either the blood or the.
Yeah, I think that might be our best bet.
Yep.
We
But
might
let's
have to do
just-
some fighting though.
I'm okay with that. Those
Yeah.
blights are pretty weak.
Yeah, let's take them.
Let's just regroup and then attack.
Yeah,
these
let's all
blights.
stack up.
Okay. Elena, Leonaire. The two of you give me a perception check.
Sure.
Elena.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, okay, I'll roll for him.
Oh, he's here.
Elena? Soraya? Oh? Oh, Jesus. You there, Soraya?
Yeah, I'm there. You sound like something.
I
We
hear
can't.
a lot of water or something.
Gotta wash those hands.
I can roll for you if you Okay, I will roll for you. It is perception. Okay. Both of you hear something coming out of the well.
Something coming. Oh no.
It sounds like the stones themselves are shifting around, and as soon as you realize this, both of you turn around and you look, and you realize as all 5 of them crawl out of the well simultaneously. And we
Oh
are
no.
back in combat.
Shit.
I need all of you to roll me initiative again.
So won't let them disappear. You're
Damn
legit.
it.
Oh, again?
Jake, Maury literally just got to the trapdoor, man.
Yep.
Come on.
I will roll for Elena's initiative. Oh, okay. Sheesh. And we begin this combat. Elena, you are at the top of the action. Is he washing dishes? I don't know what he's doing. What would you like to do? I can't tell if that's like your microphone that's fucking up or if it's like actually water around you.
Nah, that's hands being washed.
I cannot understand you.
It's like, yeah.
Okay. I will say that Elena delays her turn until Surya is back. Moray,
Hello.
you have walked over, and as soon as you kind of like grab, or well, no, you were the one who closed the trapdoor, but as soon as you like grab the trapdoor, getting ready to lift it, you look over and you realize Leonera and Elena are both looking at the well, and they're saying, "Oh, they're coming out of the well."
Like Maury's just like, God damn it. More. What do you think? Should I still go for the thing right now since there's no creatures there? Just sneak in, grab it, come on.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We will try to hold him off.
Yeah. Maury's gonna open the trapdoor.
Okay, the trapdoor. Give me an athletics check.
Hopefully there's nothing crawling up the ladder as we speak. Athletics. Guidance.
Oh, no.
It's a 10 DC,
What?
unfortunately.
Come on.
As you walk up to the thing, you're like so confident. You grab the edges of it, you lift, and you realize, oh, ooh, my back doesn't feel quite right. As you put it back down, you're like, oh, ow.
I benched 2 plates. Come on. What the heck?
Yeah, but Moray doesn't.
No, Maury did it for 1 rep. It's okay. Okay, so that's out of the way. Bonus action dash, I guess.
Okay, where are you dashing?
If I can't open the trap door, he's just gonna, get into combat. How much extra? So 60 feet. How much would be difficult? 10, 20. So this is 10.
You just double
20?
the amount of movement it requires.
30,
This would require
40.
80 feet to get there.
50. Okay. I'll probably stop here then, if that's 80 feet.
Yeah, this is 60.
Okay. All right there. I'll be right there. That's my turn.
Alright, that's the end of your turn. It goes to Hoj.
Alright, what do you guys want to do?
The first thing that you noticed, that all of you noticed, I forgot to mention, is that as these guys are crawling out, you can see that their entire body is soaked with this like blood red water. That you can't
Ooh.
differentiate between water and blood. And it
Gross.
seems that the grass, or sorry, the branches and the twigs are soaking up this liquid.
So they're at the well. I can dash action to here. Or cunning action, I should say.
Yeah. If you use both your cunning action and your action to dash, because there's a lot of difficult terrain in your way.
What if I went around?
Yeah, you can go around. The area
That's
on
30.
the trapdoor is not difficult terrain, so like these tiles over here would be difficult terrain.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean it's fine. I'll just run over there.
Okay. That'll cost you an action bonus after the dash, though, but no.
I'll take it.
Is that your turn? It is your turn. It goes to the blood. Who is going to stand back and is going to launch a blood spike towards Elena. And the needle blade heals or gains a temporary armor for 6.
All right. I would like to. This is difficult terrain. Hmm. Oh, it's moving up and down.
Because the trapdoor was cleared, the area around the trapdoor is not difficult terrain. It's still the set.
So like right here.
Yeah.
So this is normal. Wait. 10. 20. And then this is difficult terrain.
That first step isn't. The next step after that.
Okay. So could I move right here would be the max? No.
Unfortunately.
Right here?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say that you can
Okay.
move into the difficult terrain.
Mhm.
Sure, fuck it.
Move in, not move out. Was that the rule? I don't remember. Or the other way around?
Actually, no, you wouldn't be able to make that last step because it would require 10 feet of movement to move.
10
into that.
feet, yeah. So I'd have to be right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sadly everything is out of my range, so I'm gonna take the action dash. So I can only move 15, so I'd have to move right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, that goes to the second needle plate. Who is going to shoot at Leonair? 18.
That hits.
You take 8 points of piercing damage, and it seems to gain a shield made of blood. Oh shit! Oh my fucking hello. There we go. Yeah. As these two needle blights had struck out with their spikes, you can see that their bodies, after it struck you, like the blood that flows from within your bodies almost seems to fly into the air and gets like absorbed into their bodies, and you can see like this thick mucus coat of like blood, you think, begin to cover their entire body. It's a terrifying sight, but that's the end of its turn. It goes to Leonair.
Alright. Let me go wipe these guys out.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm actually gonna walk here. I'm gonna cast Thunderwave.
Ooh, okay.
Like that. Oh,
It's a con save DC 13. That's a failure on the top right. Success on that guy. Failure on that guy. success on that guy. They take half damage if they succeed?
Yeah.
Half damage isn't touched. Okay, so let's see. This guy took half damage. This guy took half damage. And this one. Oh, wait, no, this guy took full damage, so he's dead. This guy took half damage. And this guy took half damage. This guy also took full damage. Is not dead. And he is shoved how far back? 10?
10 feet.
10 feet. So, boom. This guy is also shoved 10 feet. No, actually, he succeeded. So he didn't take that. Yeah. But yeah, you walk up and you go. You can see that a few of them just like scatter into pieces, while one gets blown back and still manages to keep its body intact, while 3 of them stand strong and have almost like their feet are like rooted into the ground.
That's my turn.
That is the end of your turn. It goes to knowledgeable. Needleblade. It's your turn! Which one is this one? What's this one? He is going to look at Leonaire, and is gonna risk moving back. Leonaire, you get an attack of opportunity if you so wish.
Sure.
13, that's a miss, I believe. No, it's actually a hit. Never mind. Yeah, as it moves away in an attempt to try and get some range, it just falls apart. And that is the end of its turn. It goes to this one, who has fallen back, is going to stand up, and is going to shoot a needle straight towards the neck. Specifically, a blood needle. Cool. 13, I think that misses.
Miss.
Yeah. As it shoots this forward, you manage to dodge out of the way, and it goes to Elena. Elena! Okay, I will take Elena's last turn as she uses Firebolt. On, say, the one that's closest. So, Firebolt. Boom. That one takes 9 points of fire damage. Oh, did I just deal? I just dealt 9 damage to it. Whoops.
Misfire.
That one takes 9 points of fire damage. And, actually, I need to double check something. Is it vulnerable to fire? It is not. Okay. But that's the end of Elena's last turn. Now comes to Elena's this turn. She's going to shoot a firebolt. That's a 17. That also hits 40 points of fire damage. And this guy's dead. That's the end of it. That's the end of her turn. Goes to Moray.
I am muted. Does the dash action make me reach this guy or not?
Moving through an ally is also considered difficult terrain.
Ugh, okay.
So it would be 5, 10, 15 to get to here. Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. It would be 20 to get there because of the corner movement rule.
20, and then I'll have 40 remaining.
Yes.
So that's cunning action dash. And... no, that doesn't reach. I'll just back up Leonaire. And then action dodge.
Okay. That's the end of your turn. It goes to Hoj.
Dang it.
Same.
Nah, that's okay. I can use my movement and bonus action, cunning action dash. So that's my movement. Cunning action dash. This guy.
You are now standing.
Can I pick him up and throw him into the other one?
Yes, you can. Make an athletics check.
No.
No. Oh my god.
No.
Doesn't matter because unfortunately the natural one takes precedence. As you try and pick him up, he just takes a step back and kicks you. You don't take any damage, but he prevents you from actually grabbing him. You will also automatically fail on your next athletics check if you attempt to grab him again.
That's my turn.
Unfortunately. No, it's your turn.
20. No. This would be 5 because it's moving out, right?
Yes.
This is 15.
15.
It's 20 because of diagonal movement.
Oh yeah, diagonal move. Okay. So this would be
20.
20. Okay. 40. Okay. I'm going to cast Toll the Dead from here.
Okay.
Cool.
On the one in front of Hoj, or
Hello?
the one that is in front of Moray?
Uh,
The one in front of Hoj.
I don't know if I can
actually
reach
taking
the
damage?
one. Yeah. Oh, it is. It's, yeah, I can reach it.
Yeah, I mean, Toll the Dead is like 120 feet of range.
Yeah. Does it? Let's see.
I think so. It's either 90
60.
or 120. Oh wait, 60?
You just gotta hear the bell.
And hold the dead.
Mhm.
Hold X to wait. Oh, come on. There's the damage.
I need the actual save as well. And
14.
this is the one against the one in front of Hoj?
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah, no, that one falls to pieces.
Bonk. Ding 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 ding.
Oof.
Yeah, it explodes. That's your action, Noah. Is there anything else?
All right. And that's on movement. Yep. That's my turn.
All right, goes to this needle blight by himself now. Yeah, he is. He's gonna take his. He's gonna take 30 feet back. He's going to shoot a bolt straight at Moray.
Do it. That is a miss.
Fortunately, it misses. That's the end of its turn. Leonaire.
Stop rotting.
Yeah, throw it next.
Yeah, you throw a hand axe. That is at disadvantage, though, if you're throwing it at that range.
No, because I have to throw his feet.
Oh, do you get? Is it automatically normal for all up to 60? Can you put the feet in the chat so I know?
Yeah, I'll throw it up.
Ah.
I increased to 40. Oh, actually, I have to move up. It's 40 now instead of 20.
Okay. So this would be 35 feet. Yeah, definitely. 7 points of slashing damage. Boom. Straight into its chest. Yeah. As you can see that this layer of blood had protected it from some of the actual impact itself. It still manages to land, and you can see a bunch of splinters splinter off the actual body itself. Leonaire, that's your action. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Alright, there's an extra 2 damage on top.
Extra 2 damage. From what?
Yeah. And this.
Ooh, okay. You need to edit your stuff so that it actually does that.
Yeah, I'm gonna create a separate one.
You can create 2, so like one for melee and then one for throne, and then it'll have like the properties and all that stuff for the throne. But yeah, that's the end of your turn, Leonaire. It goes to Elena.
I will firebolt that thing.
Go for it. Nine unfortunately misses as it flies past it. You can see its entire body like shift and move with the flow of blood to prevent itself from being hit. Is that the end of your turn?
I'll kind of close the gap
Okay.
and move here.
That's the end of your turn. It goes to Moray.
Moray will cunning action dash
Oh, you don't
to
have
get.
to.
Oh,
No,
actually, I don't have to.
Just
No. I can just reach him. 30 feet,
You just
And-
sprint up to it.
and then with some flair spin move, take his rapier and just slash him.
Go for it.
Da-da-da-da. Well, pow.
8. As soon as you swing your rapier, you can see its entire body shift and move alongside your swing to prevent it from actually hitting.
Yeah. Okay. That's my turn. That's my
Alright,
turn.
Coach.
Whoops.
Unfortunately, you would need to sprint to get up to it.
Yeah, I'll do my cunning action.
Bonus action sprint. You make it up to it with no issues.
I'm gonna punch. I just want to punch it.
Go for it. Make me an unarmed attack. I don't think you have any bonuses to it, right? It's just a.
I don't think so. I mean,
It deals
maybe?
a 1 plus your strength mod.
yeah. What do I
If you
roll
hit.
for that here?
It's just a strength roll. You don't have
Okay.
proficiency in unarmed attacks, unfortunately. Yeah. As soon as you swing with your punch, it just moves out of the way and dodges it. It's been dodging bullets like Neo.
This thing sucked.
He's actually the final boss.
Oh shit, this is the tree incarnate.
It's the physical embodiment of the tree. Technically, that is true for all of the needle blights.
He's injured, right?
Oh, he failed, yeah. And he does take the full... Oh,
Wait.
so you're out to roll a d12.
Oh, it'd be D12, yeah. Technically, I rolled 100% of a D. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Hold
but the
on.
chances of you rolling a
No,
d12
I
is
know.
12
I
and
did.
d8's 8 is
I know.
very different.
I rolled the top of the D8 then. Wait, where? Let me just click on D12 here.
Yeah, go for it. 7.
Well.
7 is more than enough. As it splinters to pieces, you cast this. And
He can run, but he can't be wise.
all of you hear something within the well now that this combat has ended. It sounds almost like the splintering of pieces. As all of you, give me a nature check.
Is something climbing up the well?
Something sounds
Something
like
very
it's
large.
splintering apart.
Let's see. Nature.
Hoj, Elena, Noah, Moray, the 4 of you have heard similar sounds before. When a tree was toppling down, when the ground itself around it was being ripped apart. This sounds like a tree uprooting itself. Leonard, honestly, you've heard this sound so many times you're not really able to discern it from the various different ones that you've heard. It could be a tree uprooting itself, it could be a bush shaking, it could be like, the ground itself reacting to an earthquake and all that. You're just like, you're trying to ascertain exactly which one it is, and it's just not coming to you. But the rest of you realize something is uprooting itself.
Quick question: Was the blood flammable when we used any of the fire attacks? Or is it
None of the fire
opposite?
attacks landed in the blood itself, and the ones on the actual bodies of these creatures itself there wasn't enough for you to tell whether it was flammable or not.
Sure.
So, what do you do now? You are now out of combat.
I don't like the sound of that, guys. I think that thing is doing something. We should get away from the well as quickly as possible.
I am with you.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright.
Where should we take cover?
Just far enough away.
Do
well, I
we
don't
hear
understand
any
how
thumping?
I'm gonna take cover behind this house.
Surprisingly, Maury, there is no thumping.
Is there branchy sounds? Whines?
Give me a perception.
Slinking about?
Yeah, I'd like to look for like stuff coming out of the ground.
Yeah, give me a perception check as well. Elena, you don't hear anything, but Moray, you do. You hear what sounds like branches scraping against the edges of stone. And that sound, it's getting further away.
Further away. In what direction?
You don't know, but it's just because the sound itself is coming from the well, you don't
Yeah.
know which direction it's going.
Moray, on instinct, just based on what he's heard, is just gonna cast Mage Hands first, I guess. Just a little cautious. Just wave it over the well, like he's waving to the tree.
Yeah, you wave it over the well and there is no response.
And then he'll take a peek. Then
You
after.
glance down and a sinking feeling comes into your stomach as you realize the tree is no longer there.
What do you see in there, Maury?
I don't see no tree.
And as
Whoa.
you're looking down, you see that the water, which had been dyed red with either blood or something, you see it slowly return to blue.
We did it. We saved the city.
I don't know if I'd call this a win. That trees don't just get up and move like that.
Yeah, I've never. Well, actually,
Have you seen anything like this, Leonard?
yeah, tons of times actually.
That's
Where
concerning.
do hungry vampire trees generally go?
Wow, it's not vampire trees I've seen, but I'm assuming it's looking for another environment, to place itself in.
Great. So we just move the problem somewhere else, basically.
A job well done.
Does that tree can it like burrow through the ground and move like a worm through the ground?
It's
Wow.
a tree.
As long as it has enough.
I'm not gonna ask you how to.
Nutrients?
I'm not gonna ask you to roll for that because I'll tell you no.
It's a tree.
The tree is not capable of burrowing through the ground like that.
But then that means it should still be in the cave, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, we didn't see all the corners of the dungeon.
Let's go explore
Let's
where
go.
it was.
Yeah, let's go, guys.
Go
Come
back in.
You guys wanna go back
Yeah,
in?
let's go.
Because we have a job, right?
I'll move you guys
Let's
down,
confirm.
Yeah.
no issues.
Perfect.
And
Yeah.
I have to actually delete some stuff. Give me a second.
You gotta delete the tree.
Yes, that's actually exactly what I'm gonna do.
As we did.
For those of you that saw
We
the
saved
tree, how big was it?
Huge.
Okay.
Ginormous.
Um,
At least 3 of me.
I see.
But yeah, all of you make it down the trapdoor, kind of glance around the cavern. It is quiet, it is silent, and Elena, as you move up, and all of you kind of move up to the edges of the water, you can see that it is slowly turning back into the natural, kind of transparent, almost bluish color that the waters would be if it had been just flowing naturally. I don't have a map that represents that, so you'll have to,
That's fine.
imagine. Put it in your imagination.
I would like to stealthily hug the wall and move around the corner, kind of,
Same.
peeking the angles.
You're doing, you're slicing the pizza, as it were, in Valorant. As you glance over, do you step into the water?
Yeah, now that it's turning blue, I kind of cautiously put my foot in there to see if something had happened.
Yeah, you put your foot in there. It's really cold, but other than that, no, it's fine. It's normal water.
Ooh, wait. I have a spell for this. No, actually, wait. It's not that deep of water, right?
No. Glancing over, you can see that this entire area was probably like a slow-flowing part of a little bit of a reservoir. You can see that the entirety of this area is probably like essentially what would equate to an underground pond. Looking over to the northeast, you can see that water is like slowly trickling in. Or, sorry, it's not slowly. It's quite quickly trickling in. The actual flow itself slows down a lot getting around to the center of the pool before it speeds back up as you glance down to the southern end. As you get a little bit deeper into the pool, you realize that it's not that deep. It goes up to like just below chest height. And kind of walking around, it's really cold, but other than that, there's no weird effects or anything. With all the lights and kind of things that you guys present, you can see that to the northeast, there is the entrance, or where the water has flown in, and there's not really much room. It's like a highly pressurized, essentially like a foot by like 3 feet wide, kind of small hole where water is coming in. While looking
Any direction on where the tree, or any evidence of where the tree?
looking downstream, you realize that one opens up into a larger cavern that seems to flow downwards. And kind of approaching it, as all 5 of you kind of walk through the water, glance over the edge, you realize, oh, it descends into a waterfall. And you can't see the bottom of the waterfall. You can hear the bottom of the waterfall, but it's at the very least 60 feet away from where you currently are, because that's the furthest range your dark vision extends.
Wait,
Is it in this direction, Jake?
Yes, it's in
Okay.
the direction you're currently heading right now. Maury.
Okay.
is this
Yes, sir.
considered difficult terrain? Is this
Yes.
knee deep water?
The water,
Okay.
it's much more than knee deep. Like the edges of it
Oh,
is approximately knee deep, but as you get closer to the center, it goes all the way up to your chest.
okay.
Okay, probably. I'm not.
Kind
no,
of
Maury's a
coming
swimmer.
to the point where it was just directly below the actual well here, you can see that the ground, like the stone, the earth, all of it is super, super disturbed, as if something large was uprooted from this area very recently. And you can still see like a bunch of debris and kind of like dust and dirt and particulates in the actual water itself from this uprooting. And all of it is just flowing downstream.
I'm gonna check the top right northeast part of the dungeon over here. Is there any? Oh yeah, I don't even have a torch, huh? I'm gonna light a torch, by the way.
Sure. At the top right,
For
you
sure.
can see that there was the 1 foot by 3 foot hole. You could squeeze through it if you really wanted to, but there's like a
So-
very heavy stream of water that's kind of like gushing out of it.
Hmm.
Was there any bodies or items that the tree was like hiding or where it
Glancing
was
around
located?
now, in the actual silt and kind of underground of the water, as you're kind of moving things around, you do see what appears to be the remains of some people. And kind of like moving around the actual dirt ground and you're kind of digging up stuff, you realize there's a lot of bones. Like a lot of bones.
Oh no.
There's at
Needs
least
to be this
maybe
place.
24 bodies. Or enough bones to constitute 24 bodies in here.
Hmm. You know,
I wouldn't be drinking out of this well anytime soon.
You don't say.
Well,
Give me a nature
I
check.
wouldn't say mission success, but
Do you want to chase it down?
oh,
I wouldn't say that'd be the wisest action we could take today.
I mean, what if that tree ends up coming back eventually?
oh yeah, it's possible, or something else.
What if it ends up in
Yeah.
Bastion of all places?
I don't think it could survive in Bastion. Not with its anti-magic field.
I don't know, maybe the anti-magic field, doesn't extend downwards that much.
Yeah, I could still ruin the environment near Bastion. We have no idea where it's going.
It doesn't feel right with me for, completing this quest on a technicality.
Jake, is it okay if I explore this area over here?
Yeah, there's nothing over there. It's a wall
Oh.
with like the 1 foot by 3 foot hole where water is gushing in.
This is the inlet. This is where all the water's coming from.
Yep, this is the inlet.
Okay.
You could technically go through the inlet, but 1, you don't know how deep it is. 2, it could be very dangerous
Yeah.
because you'd have to hold your breath the entire time. 3, you'd have to fight the current.
Yeah.
And 4, you're wearing really heavy armor. It's probably not going to be very.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I
you
could
could.
do
I'm
that.
not gonna say no, but like
How large was it?
1 foot by 3 foot. Like it's a pretty
Okay.
small squeeze as well.
Yo, who's got planks and nails?
On that nature check, Moray, you would realize that due to the movement of the water, if you remove the bodies, this would probably be drinkable again in about, a week or 2.
How about did Ebron mention that this could possibly be a town we could rebuild
No,
potentially in the future? Okay, no.
He didn't.
This is just like a random.
because
Just deal with the monster
Yeah,
because it's
so-
nearby.
you would know that Bastion is capable, like just the area that you guys have that has been cleared, like the first floor, the various different grasslands and farmlands that are available, it could host up to like 10 million people with relative ease. There is only
And-
like 30k people right now.
Okay. So this is probably not the highest priority for repopulating. It's just the bastion needs to.
But we can make it an outpost.
True.
Give me a what would a military tactics fucking role be?
Intelligent.
Intelligence.
Or
I'd
with-
say.
Lena, give me a history check.
Oh my god.
You even with an 11, you would know that this is probably too close to Bastion to be a useful outpost.
Okay.
Like, why would they go to this outpost instead of just walking another half day to Bastion? But it wouldn't stop you. You could think of possibilities like, positives of this, and then...
I mean, it is close to Bastion, which means getting supplies and stuff won't be that hard. And you're out of the magic zone, so you have access to magic, but still close enough to Bastion, so you're not too screwed.
I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Would this spell allow me to move all the bodies?
Which spell?
Should I cast it? One. Why isn't it working? Oh. That's a wind tunnel.
I'll tell you right
Would
now.
it help me clear
no.
those bodies? Okay.
Because the bodies are under the water. It's under the silt.
Yeah.
Whatever force this wind gust could exert over the actual bodies itself would not be able to be done so under the water.
Okay.
It would probably require some manual labor to remove those bodies. If you wanted to. But you know that... Yeah, sure, I'll give it to you with that nature check. You would know that, given time, even if you didn't remove the bodies, the water would probably be drinkable in about a year or two.
Yeah.
Well,
I think we have done as much as we could.
Can I go to the edge of the waterfall without falling through the waterfall?
Yes, because the area here is currently like a bit of a pond, right? And it's just the edge of the actual waterfall, like just the top edge of the waterfall that kind of like descends down.
I want to light a torch and then kind of toss it.
Sure.
Not like straight down into the water, but like
Yeah. So the
horizontally.
waterfall, it descends into what appears to be like a vertical shaft, and as you kind of light the torch and you toss it down to see how far down it goes, you hit the other side of the wall as it falls, and then it does a bunch of flips, and you can see after about maybe 120, 130 feet, it slams into a pool of water and goes out.
Did that pool of water look red?
Give me a perception check. The DC's pretty high.
Oh.
Glancing down, unfortunately, it was too brief, too fast, and the torchlight was like orange, so it was difficult to tell.
But you said like 130 feet.
Yeah, 130 feet down into another pool of water, though you don't know how deep that pool of water is.
A lot of feet.
Yeah,
well,
You
it's
could probably
pretty
jump
deep.
it, maybe.
I mean, we probably have enough rope to go down it, but I don't think it's...
yeah. I mean, I could swim in the water, but it'd be dangerous.
Maybe we don't need to expend this much effort into it.
The
Even
tree's
though
gone.
it doesn't sit right with me that it's still out there alive.
But yeah, I'd say to me, mission failed.
Well, at least we're alive, and this town is, for now, rid of that tree.
So it is definitely right down there. Question is, can we set up a trap? It's bound to come up here to feed. I guarantee that's probably its fallback point. So is there any way
This is a tree.
we could do something?
You could try blocking the
I don't know, put
entrance.
a few banana peels down or something, I don't know.
Cast minute meteors. Cave it in.
We could. So the inlet is 1 by 3 feet. So, I mean, seeing as we can't do anything right now, we could at least cut it off and then maybe. Okay, Jake,
deprive it-
is my
deprive it of
character?
water.
Yeah, Jake. Does my character have enough intelligence, or can I roll to determine, based on the flow rate of this inlet, how long it would take for this area to be drained? Because there is a waterfall on the other side.
Because of the way that it's set up, the inlet is causing the pond to overflow, and that overflow is causing the waterfall.
To go down. Okay.
This pond would never drain.
Okay. It would never drain. Yeah, it would just become stagnant.
Yep.
I see.
Yeah.
What if you increase the inlet size and make it overflow?
Even more?
Kind of maybe flood the entire thing.
You want to give the tree more water?
Trees can drown, right?
I mean, if you give it too much water, maybe
Yeah.
if you water a plant too much, it will die.
That being said, though, down there, I think it'll be okay. I think it'll survive.
I think the fact that it can just pick itself up,
it can literally
hop out
move,
up there.
Yeah.
It'll live to see another day.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us.
Well, I think we should.
Hold on. All right. Hold on. I want to make some active perception checks. I'm going to walk through this waist-high water, Jake, and I want to see, is there anything that we seem to have missed? I've got my torch out now, and I'm going to make a couple perception checks wading through the water here.
Sure. Noah, you kind of walk around the water, try and inspect as much of the actual interior of the waters as much as possible, with your torch kind of raised up high. You do find a few small trinkets, things that people might have been wearing when they were, still alive. If you want to keep those, you can.
Okay, for sure.
You find, a few golden bracelets. So you find 5 golden bracelets. You find 2 necklaces emblazoned with emeralds. And you find a singular diamond ring.
Okay.
Looking at the diamond, because you are a cleric, you can have an estimation of the actual price itself. It's somewhere between 300 gold and 500 gold.
Okay. Okay. Did I find those on skeletons, or they're just
They were on the skeletons themselves.
Okay.
You didn't really find anything else. However, you do find what appears to be a singular white branch that had been left behind.
Now,
snapped in pieces. Sorry, what was that, Host?
Single white.
It's a fragrant branch of yore.
Snapped, you said?
Exactly. It is snapped in pieces. It looked like it was probably snapped to pieces when this thing was trying to escape.
Okay, so it looks like it came from this tree.
You think so, yeah.
And it very critical.
And it hasn't disappeared or dissolved like the other branches and trees and
the magical parts of it.
Yeah, like the on the needle blights, the twig blights, all of those branches and stuff. Most of it had either just decayed to the point where it wasn't useful anymore, or it seemed to have some sort of magical force that was kind of piloting it. This is just a branch, as far as you can tell. Do you pick it up?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of embedded in the stone beside you. Okay. As soon as you pick it up, give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh boy.
No.
The DC is relatively low.
Okay,
I say relatively
saving
low, so you don't have to feel bad if you fail. Okay, the rest of you watch as Noah kind of stumbles and he falls face first into the actual pool itself. Noah, as soon as you pick up the actual branch, for a brief moment you're like, ow, why does my head hurt? Ow, ow. You take 5 points of psychic damage.
Ouch.
5 points of piercing damage.
Piercing.
This branch itself seems to have a life of its own, and you can see portions at the bottom of it just throw these spikes and this bits of blood into your hand.
Ouch.
And you now see that your hand is now covered in splinters and bits of dried blood.
I try and help them out.
Damn it! It did not come quietly, but at least I did successfully pick it up. But it did kick and scream on the way. Okay.
Now that you're holding it in your hands, it seems to have quieted down.
It kind of lost its life. All right. So we have a bit of a, sample to work with here, guys. It'd be useful.
Yeah, maybe you can figure out better ways to deal with it from the sample.
Yeah.
Good find, Noah.
Hell yeah.
Well, I think we should, before we leave, at least give these bodies a proper burial.
Good idea.
Yeah. Let's do it.
At least it becomes more food for that tree.
Glancing down, these are all skeletons. There's probably not much nutrients it can get from them.
Wait. How much alchemist fire do we have?
2.
Okay. So that this would be more of a magic thing. Does alchemist fire burn on the surface of other liquids? Like, is it lighter than other liquids like oil? Would it therefore burn on the surface of the water?
Yes, it would.
All right, hear me out.
You're
Setup. Yeah.
Actually, give me. Do you have?
Intelligence?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
You are aware enough of alchemist fire to know that it is extremely dangerous, and it will
Mhm.
burn anywhere, including underwater.
Including underwater. Okay. And this water's about waist deep, so it's about 2.5 feet, maybe.
Yeah, somewhere around
Deep.
2.53.
Party, what do we think about setting up a rope trap? If the tree returns, it triggers a little tripwire. We have the alchemist fire hanging, and maybe we can even catch it while we're away. We could deal some damage to it. Maybe we'll return and it's either dead or has a whole bunch of scorch marks and it's weakened. You know what I mean? Because this over here doesn't look that... It looks relatively narrow, the passage that it went down. So any intelligent adventurer maybe could set up a bit of a trap. It's better than nothing.
Isn't alchemist fire kind of rare? I feel like we'd want to have it on our persons and use it when we're in combat.
It is.
Well, I'd rather hold on to it. Plus, even if we do trigger the trap, we won't be here to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. That's what we vote for, then yeah, let's not do it then. It did seem like a free way to get damage on it when it probably would feel safe as well. Because no doubt it probably can sense that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my idea.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's a pretty big target too. I feel like it's almost guaranteed to hit it.
Yeah, maybe we should have used it when it was still here.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to drop it through the top.
You can always check back.
Well, furthermore, we don't have to leave yet. We could do if you guys are worried about wasting it, we could set it up now, bait it out now, and guarantee that we get it off. That's another option.
How are we gonna bait it out? So that's like 130 feet down there, and we don't even know how much further it
Sacrifice, go outside, get a squirrel, kill it, leave it in the water up here, let the blood drip down, maybe it gets the scent, it comes up, tries to feed.
Yeah,
Do we
probably.
hear
we could give
anything,
it more
Jake?
blood.
Any tree sounds down there?
As
The
you walk
waterfall?
over to the edge of the waterfall, give me a perception check.
I'm just trying to give options. We don't have to just chalk it up as a loss here.
Oh yeah. Let's see, perception.
Okay.
Oh.
Even through the noises and the massive din that this waterfall is kind of causing, this flow of water, you concentrate and you isolate the sounds through your ears, and you do your absolute best to try and determine what, if anything, is around. And you don't hear anything. It's just the sound of the waterfall, the sounds of your companions at this current moment, and the dripping of water from the ceiling. And yeah, there's nothing else. The best you can tell, this entire area, the cavern that you're in, and probably the cavern afterwards, are completely clear.
think that tree is long gone.
Oh, I guess that means it's safe to explore the next section then.
You'd have to go
Maury
down
looks over.
130 feet, but yeah.
Yeah, Maury looks over the waterfall. He's like, "Be my guest." And he starts walking away.
Just tie rope together and climb down.
I've got 50.
Maury also has 15.
But yeah,
I also don't know how good we are at climbing down high places. I don't know if that's a risk you want to take.
I mean, if we're too afraid it's too risky, then we don't have to do it, but this man has acute hearing, Mr. Moray, and he said there was nothing. So I'm just saying.
Could also just be nothing, you know?
I think we should just take the sample back for now and try to study it.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
if we run
let's
into
do
it again, we're better prepared.
It might
Yeah.
be more bolstered though, but yeah,
We will
as in it
have
might
more
have more
knowledge.
Let me
Oh.
gleam on this branch. Maybe we can learn something.
Yeah, I guess our bet is that our information is more valuable than the amount of reinforcements it gets. Let's hope for
I'd
that.
say so.
Okay. In that case, we make the party decision to exit, perhaps, unless anyone has any more ideas.
I'm good.
All good.
Okay. Hoj is
I
just
mean, if
splashing
anyone wants
around
to
in
go
the
down
water.
there, anyone wants to go down there, be my guest.
Rotation jump.
I will help you.
God.
I will help anyone who wants to go down there.
How far down is it? Is it how big of a
130.
drop?
120 feet.
It's about 120 feet, yeah.
Who had that familiar? Send that familiar down there.
I can't. Does my familiar see in darkness?
What's familiar
How
do you
many
have?
familiar do you have? You have a raven, right?
I didn't summon it, but I can.
Let me see if I can find out what the raven is. The raven does not have dark vision.
Yeah, but this familiar would be kind of useless.
Touch a torch.
Can your
to it.
raven carry a
That's a
torch?
torch to it.
Can it do that? I guess. Can it carry a torch?
It can.
Okay, why not? Why not? We're on
Yeah,
it. Fine.
We're here, we're here.
I will do that.
And ravens see in the dark. I'm pretty sure ravens have very acute vision.
Oh, they have very good vision.
Ravens are diurnal. What does that mean? Which means they are active during the day and sleep at night. Never mind.
Okay, I'm gonna use my last find familiar items
Yep. You
to
spend
conjure
the
a
rest of your
raven.
Do you cast it ritually or do you cast it?
Ritually. So it'll
What's the cast time of find familiar?
A lot of things.
It takes you an hour
Yeah.
and 10 minutes.
Damn.
The rest of
So
you
you-
watch as Elena sits down. Are you guys just gonna chill for the next hour and 10 minutes?
I'm not gonna
Maury's
chill in the blood.
probably gonna go
Yeah.
up
Yeah.
up the ladder and then just
Not
keep
in
a
the water.
lookout.
How about this? Let's keep an eye on the color of the water because we learned something. We learned that when the water changes tint, it awares of its presence. So at least I want to stay in vision. You know what, Jake? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put one torch right here. You see where my token is?
Yep.
And I'm gonna stand back so that I have vision on the color of the water.
Mhm.
Far enough away, but I still have vision. Yep.
Maury's gonna walk up the ladder and just keep a lookout on the top.
Sure. Give me a perception for you, and give me a perception, Noah.
Okay.
Noah, you watch as the water color does not change within the next hour and 10 minutes. It stays this kind of like clear, dull, almost gray, as it seems to blend into the color of the actual stones around it. But other than that, no, it's perfectly clear. It's just
Okay.
water. And Moray, standing up on the surface, kind of trying to take watch and trying to observe. No, there's nothing. It's pretty quiet for the most part.
Yeah, that's good news.
Can I study the branch in that time?
Certainly. What are you trying to study about it?
Okay, so I can tell it's a living being. I
It
can
still
sense
seems to have some life in it. Yes.
Can I see if I can communicate with it in like a very
Oh,
basic way?
yeah, sure. What do you say?
I'll say, do you sense the rest of you?
It stubbornly does not move.
Do you? I'll try and persuade. Don't you want to be whole? We could bring you back.
Give me a persuasion check.
There's no
Alright.
way. There's no way.
Oh.
How charismatic.
It surprisingly, upon hearing that, it shifts ever so slightly, and you can see the tip of its branch pointing downstream.
Guys, this branch is pointing at a tree.
Okay.
Okay, so we know it's still alive down there.
Oh yeah, I guess if we want to hunt it down, and
As soon as it hears you say that, it turns around.
No, well, if you're so good at talking to plants, why don't you just convince the tree to be friendly?
oh, I didn't even have a chance to talk to it.
Next time, for sure. Have a vampire tree on our side.
So wait, did we decide against the Raven? Sorry, I missed it.
No, we're waiting for the Raven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. After the hour and 10 minutes pass, the raven is summoned. And as you glance at it, it seems indignant that you let it die so easily previously.
I'm sorry, I did. I promise I'll take better care of you. By the way, I'm sending you.
If the raven could provide an expression, it literally looks at you like this emote here. It just stares at you straight on.
I'll you'll get I'll treat you like a champion when you come back. I'll feed you lots of good stuff.
If you come back.
No, sorry, when you come back. The words matter.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'll give him guidance.
Oh,
Jesus, okay.
Lots of 20s this game.
Oh my
This
god.
session.
Yeah, no, the raven's like, it almost looks like it sighs before it gets ready to do whatever it is you're asking it to do.
okay. Well, I have only 100 feet of range where I can, communicate with it.
How far out can you see it with its eyes? Is it a mile or something? Or is it just...
It doesn't say like how far I can see with it. It just says that for me to communicate with it telepathically, it has to be within 100 feet of it.
Oh,
so like I can
so it is additionally. So like it has to be within 100 feet of you for you to actually see through its eyes. So you can't do it after it exits that range.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I can send it down the waterfall.
Yeah, you can send it down 100 feet if you stand at the edge of the waterfall.
Yeah, but how far can it see if it's holding a torch?
The torches are generally 20 feet bright light, 20 feet dim light. So a total of 40 feet around it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the raven to take the torch, fly to like the far edge of the cave until you hit like a wall or something. Drop the torch there without like place it down so that you don't snuff out the fire. Fly back to within 100 feet of me so that I can look through the eyes and see how far that is.
Okay. And it does that. It flies over the edge. You can see after about 30 seconds, it seems to drop off like the torch in a small alcove on the side, and even with the torchlight from where you're currently standing, you can now see the area which the torch now lights up, and you're like, oh, okay. It's a large stream, and you can see that one side of it is completely open. And glancing down, now that you have a bit of light and actual view, give me a perception check.
I assume other people are with me as well.
Yeah, other people can also make the perception check. Yeah, glancing over the edge, Leonaire, Moray, the two of you see what appears to be like this bunches of small white branches that have scattered and broken near the bottom of this waterfall. And you can see some of the dry ground around it is like covered in these. Just from a very quick analysis of it, it looks like the tree threw itself off and a lot of it splintered against the actual ground around it, but it survived because the main body is not there. And truthfully, you don't know how much damage it actually took. It just looks like a bunch of splinters on the ground.
It did jump pretty far down.
Yeah, 130 feet.
That's pretty far.
Well, maybe if we find it better, we could give chase.
Yeah.
Through my Raven's vision, like, can I see into like where the tree could have gone?
Yeah, you glance through your Raven's vision, and you can see that the cavern descends further. That there is like a large kind of like water cave. That there seems to be a larger reservoir than the one up here, and it descends further into the darkness past where your Raven can actually see.
Is the water there looking like red?
No, it looks perfectly blue. Or perfectly non-colored.
Okay. Well, the tree's gone pretty far, guys, so... But I think it could have taken damage, given that all these splinters are down around there. So we can give chase, but it would have to commit pretty hard to it.
D100. Elena. Okay. What's your bird's AC?
The bird.
I don't know what the AC is.
Let's check. Raven, AC 12. Ooh, a splinter flies past its head. It panics and it starts flying back up.
Okay.
What will happen?
Something shot at the bird.
Oh, I wonder who could it have been.
But
not
we
as
didn't
far as
see
you
the.
thought.
We didn't see the.
The rest of you from the top, specifically Moray, you saw that it was one of the broken branches on the ground.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, it's
looks like it's the broken branches are still alive.
it's gonna be pretty painful to go through all of
Yeah.
them.
Those are kind of like little turrets it left behind, kind of.
Yeah, it looks like it set a trap for us.
Yeah. Okay, well, how about we just interrogate this branch we have? Sit it down in a chair, waterboard it, perhaps.
Oh my god.
We know they have a life of their own, and they're telepathically connected. Or in some way connected, maybe not telepathically. But...
The Raven has returned to your shoulder now, and it is very upset.
Yeah, it just kind of give it some scritches and reassure it. Did a good job.
Give me an animal.
I'll treat you well.
It is upset.
It's just staring at me. Stare champ.
Yep.
Okay, wait, I still have that nat 20. I'm gonna talk to the branch. Like, well, when I said hunt, that's a colloquial term for going after. We're going after it. Not necessarily to destroy it or kill it. We're going after it.
You see the branch calms down ever so slightly. Doesn't seem to be as agitated. You think? It's hard to tell. It's a single branch.
Yeah, could you talk to those other branches down there and let them know we don't mean any harm?
It shakes its head. Or, like, semblance of head.
Well, maybe you can help me convince them when we get down there.
From the best that you can tell, it seems to communicate to you that it has no control over anybody else.
I'll do the talking. You just do the shaking.
It shakes slightly.
Then it just blinks twice, looking at that. Saying,
The rest
now
of you
I've
are
seen it all.
The rest of you are watching a man stare at a branch, talking to it. The branch, to you guys, is not moving.
Oh wow.
Like, there's a bit of shifting in the actual movement itself, but it doesn't make any sense to you. None of it.
And then they just chalk it up to druid things, you know.
Yeah.
They probably took some shrooms and they're communicating with the plants or something.
Yeah. Normal druid stuff. Yeah, so my little friend here said they'd help us out.
How
I believe him.
exactly?
I believe him.
Well, I can't really do much. The most I could do is point to where the main body is.
Actually, let's see if I believe him. Where's wisdom? I believe him. I believe him.
Yeah. He seems believable.
Yeah, well, I guess maybe we could block off that little outlet of water and maybe get rid of that waterfall, eh?
We could.
I don't see how we do that unless you plan on caving this in.
You can try to. I mean, you can try to stuff the hole with random junk that we take from above.
Rocks.
And rocks, yeah.
Straw, maybe.
Like
I
the stream is not like very powerful, right?
I don't think so.
It's not super powerful, but it is powerful enough that you think that there's quite a bit of pressure coming in from the other side.
Conjure familiar beaver.
There is unfortunately very little wood for it to work with, and it would still take time because if I recall correctly, beavers take like months to build a dam, if not more.
Conjure familiar army of beaver. There's a whole deconstructed house right above us. We got
And
this.
straw as well for the roofs.
Yeah, lots of.
Hold on, I would like to do something. I'm gonna say, Leonard, let me borrow your friend for 1 second. I'm gonna grab the twig, and I'm going to dip it into the water, and I'm gonna look very intently to see if the color of the water changes, and if so, how long did it take between the time that I dipped it in to the water change, or if no change at all.
Give me a perception check. There is no change in the water.
Okay.
Regardless of how long you dip it, and regardless of how short you dip it, it doesn't seem to make any change. But also, since you picked up the branch,
Yeah.
I don't think a 13 hits you.
Thank God. You son of a bitch. I give him back to Leonard.
Well, you kind of ruffled its branches a bit with the leaves here. Okay, good boy.
Do I hear him say good boy to the branch? And does the branch react when Leonard does it?
I like
I'm
whisper
curious.
it like, good boy. Good boy.
Branch seems... Give me an animal handling check.
Is it nature? It's like, oh, it's an animal?
Sure, I'll say nature.
Animal? Okay.
Holy shit.
It seems to take the good boy really well.
Well, I'm just stair champ. This whole thing.
I'm also Stair Champ.
Yep. The Raven is also stair champ. But yeah,
Okay.
as all of you decide what you're gonna do, we're gonna take a short break. Here, I'm gonna use the washroom. Right back.
Sure.
And so what are we gonna
Is there?
do?
Yeah. What are we gonna do? Like, I know you guys don't want to waste Alchemist Fire.
I mean, we can use it just like if we're
Yeah.
actually fighting the tree, not like as a trap.
As a trap.
I think we should just use it on the tree if we see it.
Yeah, I agree.
But I also
So
don't think
easy.
we're
No, there
going to be
has be
see
an
the
easier way
tree.
to do this.
I personally don't think we'll be seeing this tree for a little bit.
You think so? You think
Yeah.
it's a next episode type of thing?
I think so.
It's pretty
Or
deep
the
in there.
The next time we come back to this town.
So
I
you're
mean, we
telling
could-
me this tree is running around down here?
We can't catch a tree.
We can't catch it. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah,
We
that's
could,
exactly
just-
what I'm saying.
120 feet down. That's pretty far.
That's pretty far.
Yeah, I think we
Oh,
could
like,
block off the water. and
It
come
hopped
down,
off.
but-
Like it didn't climb down. It literally jumped.
It yeeted itself.
Trees
Yeah.
don't take gravity damage? What do
Yeah,
you-
they definitely do.
Oh
yeah,
no, there's
yeah,
a
these
lot of
objects.
splinters. There's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of splinters down
splinters.
there just waiting for us to jump down. Too.
Annoyingly, the splinters are alive. Yeah.
The dangerous part is like if we commit to going down, there's no guarantee we can get out.
Yeah.
Like
the
we,
one worrying.
I mean, we can tie a rope along the
yeah,
cliff.
but like a rope is like a thin
Thing.
line. Like
Like I'm what if they shoot down the rope too?
yeah, like what if it breaks? What if it branches destroy it somehow? You know, it's like a unless one of us has an ability to climb, it's gonna be very difficult to back up.
Yeah, regardless, it's just gonna shoot us as we try to climb up anyway. It doesn't even matter. We might get shot and then fall down and then actually die.
Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Will this let us walk off the waterfall?
Oh shit! Can it? No, that wouldn't make
It's the third
sense.
level. Do you even have that?
This is just innate spellcasting.
Oh,
So it lets us move.
yeah,
around
we could have
anyway.
used that when fighting the tree. Just
Yeah.
avoided the flood water.
Was the blood water an issue? Like, was that attacking?
We
Well, we-
didn't know. We didn't.
Yeah, we weren't sure if it was dangerous for us, so we were avoiding it.
We did not have enough info.
I mean, we're still gonna be subject to the effects of gravity, regardless if we water walk or not.
Right?
Yeah,
If
we
you
jump
submerge-
down. Yeah.
If you target a creature submerged in liquid, I'm not sure if the waterfall can be submerged, we can carry ourselves up the liquid at a rate of 60 feet per round. And I can target 10 creatures. That's kind of busted.
I can see.
We can ask Jake and see if he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can enlarge in the water then and use it to advantage.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Jake is hearing all of this right now. I'm sure he's very excited to rule on this. But yeah, there's options, I think, depending on how Jake rules it.
potentially.
X, I'm a little slow. How can you? Do you have a level 3 spell slot?
No, that's just I think it was from my Triton.
It's from
character.
your. Okay.
Like, race,
From your race?
ability.
Oh, your inspiration.
Oh. And you can
So
put it
I
on
only get
10
one use of
people?
it.
10 creatures. Yeah.
That's what it says. Yeah.
That's
per
that's
long
fine.
rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, I think it's mostly used for like if you're walking across, right? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
The
But it
idea
lasts
is, like,
also an hour too. Like,
yeah.
Wait. What about if you get hit,
Is it
you lose
concentration?
concentration? Is it,
Ah,
maybe?
Returned.
or is it just
I-
like
I don't-
an
Pretty sure you
an
can't-
effect that you apply?
I think it's an effect. I don't think it's concentration.
I'm pretty sure you can't
Okay.
cast this until you're 5th level.
Ability
He has it from his
from a
Yeah.
From race?
Like your race
Is
stuff,
it?
you can't cast it until you're 5th level.
what? Really?
Pretty sure. Let me double check.
But if so, I agree with Kay. If that's the case, we can use that next time we encounter it.
Oh yeah,
I
you're
don't
right.
think. I don't think it's a.
But you can't even use gusts of wind.
Can I not?
It's control air and water, right? Starting at 5th level, you can also cast a water walk spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Uh,
Don't. I should
My
know
bad,
your
my bad.
features better than you. Come on.
My bad. My bad.
But yeah, even if you guys could, waterfalls are a different thing. It'd be hard to use water walk on them. It essentially treats the water as a solid surface. So, you know, essentially what's going to happen is if you're trying to go down the waterfall with it, you'll get pushed out of the waterfall. If you're trying to come up the waterfall with it, you'll probably get pushed out as well.
Yeah, I mean, we could. It's the big gamble. We might get stuck down there. If you ever go down.
Not a gamble Moray's willing to take.
Yeah, I am very willing to chase it, but that is a bit of too risky. Maybe there's an exit that it knows. Like, this tree seems to have it down, right? It created this whole army. It seems to have some sort of logistics going on. Perhaps there's some other exit or entrance to this cave. It's completely possible.
Very possible. I mean, no tree would willingly go down further away
Right?
from the sunlight and
How would it get back
the
up?
force.
Yeah. Is there any evidence peering over the side of the waterfall?
Mhm.
Damn, Noah didn't even get to see the tree. Here, who did see the tree? Moray, you saw the tree, right?
I saw the tree.
I called
Yeah,
Moray
yeah.
over.
Yeah.
And me and Moray take a look over the edge, if willing. Does anything here look like to you, Moray, Jake, that could suggest that the tree could climb back up this waterfall or this wall in any capacity?
Ooh.
Did the tree scale it like a rock climber? Is what I'm asking.
No,
Okay.
it jumped off.
Give me a nature check.
If it no, to come back up, it would be
Yeah,
possible.
give me a nature check.
Or is there evidence that it has in the past?
Sure.
I would guess that Maury could do it, but I can give you guidance.
That's a high roll.
That's pretty
Nice.
good. And you can say for certain that 1, it has never uprooted itself before, and 2,
Whoa.
it was a risk to throw itself off.
That wasn't its first option, Noah.
Which really makes me feel like it took a big hit from that.
You could say, and Moray just points to the splinters at the bottom there.
Yeah. Sadly had the side effect of setting up a little defense for it. But if we're gonna return to Bastion and, lick our wounds and return, maybe do some research on the branch, we should come back. Like, this should be the very next thing. We shouldn't get distracted on any other side quests or tasks. We should come directly back here. Don't let it, heal too much, perhaps. Don't let it siphon. And, lay into it before it gets back all its strength. Because I definitely think it took quite a bit of damage when it did that.
Maybe we should block off this water for now, so it doesn't get any more of this blood water.
We could. If we want to spend time doing that, we could do that.
Another thing I was thinking is we can search above ground for another entrance or like another opening into the cave. That way we can strike it from another.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah, would we use like a dowsing stick to follow the path of the river, the underground river?
What is that?
With a drowsing stick.
This is branch. We can maybe use that to follow it.
Oh, very true.
Oh, like above the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Actually, I do like that idea.
That's a great idea. Do you just keep speaking sweet nothings into that branch's ear and let's do it.
Does it even have ears?
One of us should stay down here though to, be the canary in the coal, in the tree mine. I don't know what to say. Yeah, someone.
Don't we have an actual canary?
We
Don't we have a crow?
Yeah, I can leave the crow here and it can tell it to come to me if it sees anything come up from the waterfall.
Can you telepathically communicate like through walls? It just has to be 100 feet, like, right?
Let me see.
Like,
what
it could be
the
another
skill
room,
says.
right? Okay.
Yeah, it goes through walls and everything.
So he could be. Okay, so Elena could be above ground communicating with a bird.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Is
Yeah,
there a
that's-
distance on that?
there is.
Up to you,
It's 100
but-
feet.
It's 100 feet, but like I can just give it a command to just fly back to me if
Yeah.
it sees anything
It-
funny.
Like that. Yeah.
Also, you could leave it close here to the entrance. I don't know if you see my token, and
I
it
mean,
could
it
just
could-
listen as well. It doesn't have to. Yeah, it's up to
You
you.
could also fly up the
True.
what's it called? The well
Yeah.
well hole. So lots of options.
Just put a little function if contact fly up shoot,
True,
and then execute that on.
Program
You don't need to have connection to it to do that. It's
Yeah,
just a
give it an if
function.
statement.
Yeah.
If else, make it an if
Just
else.
Give it a little trigger. Yeah.
Maybe give it some snacks just so it doesn't.
Yeah. True.
It's gonna be there for a bit.
Oh,
Stair champ, yes or no, Jake? Oh boy.
Sorry, is there a what?
Is there a stair champ?
What does that mean? Stair champ?
Is it scared?
Oh yes. It's a
Oh,
little
no,
scared.
okay.
It's not exactly happy about being left behind, but
Okay.
it will do what it does because you are asking it to.
All right, Leonard, lead the way.
okay.
I like your plan.
Well, I mean, it's entirely dependent on how well our branch sweet talker here does.
Yeah, I will switch my guidance over to Leonard if he so needs it.
So, what are you guys doing? You're gonna try
Oh.
and use
We're gonna
a
ask the
dowsing
branch.
stick?
We're gonna ask the branch to point us to where the tree is.
Okay.
Maybe we're gonna find the other side of the river.
As you go above ground, it just points back into the basement.
Tell it
That's fine.
not through the basement.
It indicates
Yeah.
to you, Leonard, that it doesn't have senses like that. It could tell you where it went last time it had seen the tree, but it doesn't have like a psychic connection to it.
Yeah, it's just giving us like the closest, vector to it. Maybe if we walk out a little bit, something will become apparent to us, maybe, or it'll do recalculating like a GPS. If we get far enough away.
Unfortunately, doesn't know.
I mean, we can just search the general topography of the land and see how the water flows and see where we can find an opening.
Yeah.
I think we need dowsing rods to find the underground river. I mean, we know which direction it's pointing, but we don't know if it's going to turn or not.
Yeah. So, like for
Yeah.
example, from where we're standing at the ladder, it's kind of to the southwest of us. We can climb up the ladder and kind of search the southwest area, just like Elena just proposed.
We can, yeah.
If anything strikes out at us.
Okay, let's just look around the area then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we climb out of the basement.
Yeah. Furthermore, if we run into more twig blights, it kind of suggests there is another exit, so I'm not really worried about spending this time.
Okay. So,
Okay.
what exactly are you guys trying to look for? Like, what is...
So I'm gonna make a dowsing rod out of some branches, I guess.
Okay.
And I think the rest of the party is just looking for another way in that's not going through the 120-foot tall waterfall.
So, here's the question. Does Leonaire know how to make a dowsing rod?
I'm a druid hunter. Wouldn't I know at least some naturalist stuff like that?
Give me a nature check.
You do have guidance.
Okay. Oh shit.
The guidance.
You know
Guidance.
what a dowsing
13, okay.
rod is. You don't know how it works. Like, even relatively easily, you find, the Y-shaped rod, or the twigs, or if you wanted to, you find two like L-shaped twigs with relatively little issue. But as you're just holding them in your hand, you're like, okay, the fuck am I supposed to do? Because neither of them point in any useful directions.
You know what? I'm gonna ask my deed inside of me if it knows what's up.
Sorry. What do you... Oh, you're gonna ask...
The seed inside of me.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask it.
Give me a nature check.
And communicate with it.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
From what it tells you, it doesn't believe dowsing is real.
Oh. Like, oh, sorry guys. I've heard about this. Someone told me this works. I just don't know how.
Do I know how to make one? Can I try?
Sure, give me a nature check. You, Elena, would know that dowsing has been used before, but you're kind of suspicious as to whether it's actually real or not. But you know how it works. You grab the two sticks and you kind of like let them naturally fall in your hands. You hold them relatively loosely, and they kind of point in a direction. And as you're standing on the surface, the two of them coincide to a direction, but you realize they're pointing northeast. And from the formulation that you've seen of the underground well, that's the source of the water.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, it technically works. Maybe.
And then you kind of close your eyes, spin them around a little bit, and then you let them reset to another position. And this time they point at two separate directions. One is pointing to the east, the other one is going to the northwest.
Okay, completely useless.
Oh. I see. How embarrassing of me.
Well, it was worth the shot. We can just look around the surroundings. Maybe if we find like any like topography or hillsides
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
or cliffs.
Yeah, let's go in the direction of the stream and hope we hear something, eh?
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee, but might as well do our due diligence. I right-click climb up ladder.
Okay. You right-click climb up ladder, and you guys are back upon the actual surface itself of the ruined town.
Yeah. If I knew it's running away, I would have used Hunter's Mark on it.
Oh, is that what you track it?
Yeah, it's the Hunter tracking.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
as all of you arrive back up on the surface, nothing has changed, and the environment around you is still very much the same. And you realize it's probably gone.
Is this the big bad of the whole campaign, the vampire tree.
It is a bad.
He's gonna bite
That
us
is,
in the
that is
ass.
somewhat big.
It's gonna
Well-
come back in 6 sessions.
I'll tell you truthfully that it will come back. The question's always when.
Guys, we can still chase after it. We just gotta throw ourselves in there and hope we don't die.
Yes, that's an excellent
Yeah.
plan.
Okay.
Leonard.
Well, check
Yeah.
this out, right? Check this out. Not all is lost. One, it doesn't have an active source of bodies with which it can control anymore, seeing as it's farther down, unless it's got a giant trove of them down there. But
Doubt.
I mean, I doubt it because it's never jumped down, right? It's never jumped down. So I think we have time to go back to base, back to Bastion. You know, let people know, see what research we do, and then we could come back.
Yeah. We could
Yeah.
explore that
that's
tunnel
fine.
again if we have a more concrete way of getting back up.
Yeah. Can brainstorm on. Maybe we can. I don't know. Maybe get a feather falling scroll or something. Or hey, how about that gust of wind? So we can't use that. We can't use that as like an air elevator or anything crazy like that. Okay. Okay. Maybe we can go buy a rope ladder from a Bastion or something, or ask someone to fashion one. Might be useful.
Hmm.
It's better than a rope, I think.
Safer.
Yeah, safer. But my current vote is return to Bastion and rendezvous, resupply, and then come back directly after with a better plan. I'm willing to hear anyone else if they have any other ideas. But right now, in Noah's mind, I think the risk outweighs the reward. It's a bit too dangerous to just jump down there with our current situation.
Okay, well, before we leave, let's get the bodies out for sure.
Yeah, make a masquerade.
Yeah, I agree.
At least give them some dignity before we leave.
Yeah, as the rest of you kind of gather up the various different bodies underneath the ground, it's a bit of a mess because they are just bones. It is literally just bones. And it's difficult to piece together who was who because they're so scattered and kind of not necessarily in one piece. You see many skulls gathered together, while there's many different rib cages that are spread apart throughout the entirety of the underground cavern. And you pull out what you think is like 24 complete bodies. You're not entirely sure. How do you plan to bury them? Do you plan to put one body in a grave, or are you going to put them into a mass grave? Or, like, what other options would you like to consider?
Mass grave.
Wait, pause. Can we do this as part of a magical ceremony? Can I cast a spell ceremony? Perhaps
Yeah.
do this a bit,
Yeah, I guess-
religiously?
Yeah.
I will tell you right now that ceremony can only apply to one body at a time.
Only one body, okay.
That if you, you could spread it amongst an entire, like, mass grave,
Yeah.
but it might require more materials or more time or not be as effective
Mm-hmm.
depending on how well you roll.
Okay. Well, I just figured using perhaps the protection of Kavati might prevent, anything from happening to these bodies in the future, if it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
That's Noah's thought process.
Yeah.
Yeah, funeral, right? Oh, you're right. You touch one corpse. Right. It only is one corpse. Huh. And there you said there's 24 bodies.
At least.
6
This
hours.
doesn't include the various different bodies that you guys had, like, destroyed up above.
Right.
Yeah. Give me an intelligence check, all 5 of you.
Uh-oh. Sure.
Ooh. Okay. Leonaire, just as a general outlook, you realize there seems to be a lot more bodies than there would have been citizens here in this town.
Oh, you think these villagers have a reason? With these bodies? That they have a trapdoor leading all the way down there? Why there's so many bodies directly under the well? I don't think.
That's a good question, but I don't think there's any way for us. I mean, maybe we can look through the houses for notes if they've even survived.
I think that's absurd. And then more. That's all it says.
Yeah, it's irrelevant now anyways. They're all dead. What are you gonna do? Persecute them?
The only person left alive is that alchemist.
Yeah, we could potentially ask Cora about the history of this town then. She might be able to offer some insight.
Or maybe she was part of it, who knows?
She might. That's true. That's true. Hold on. I remember asking this in the past. In Cora's lab, someone found a note that said something about a weird tree that she planted or was trying to cultivate or grow.
Yep.
I think I asked and you either said no or we don't know. Could you perhaps, Jake, could you tell us about that one more time?
Yeah, the tree, the details it was giving, I believe someone had asked her, Cora, about it.
Yeah.
And she had basically said, yeah, it was like a weird vampire tree that we had found outgrowing in the woods. We had taken it, and then on the day that everything went bad, my husband was going to go and move it somewhere else because it was draining the vitality from the various different other plants that I was growing in my garden.
Okay, so she's indirectly responsible. Guys, it's time to make a citizen's arrest.
She said it was before,
Before
It's
the
not her
yeah.
fault that shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
And she is the only alchemist out of a population of 30,000.
Justice for these people, though.
I think we'll have to be a little morally gray in these trying times.
All right. Well. Okay, never mind. We could at least bring her the branch and
Yeah.
see if she remembered, if she knows anything about it, because she might know something about it. She might give us some concoction or tell us some strategy, because she did study it for a time, as we know. So
Yeah.
she might know something we don't.
I think just having the branch is a win in itself.
Yeah.
It's like, this is what remains of the tree we slayed.
Also, if anyone asks us, I mean, we did route the tree back. Like, we did do something, I guess.
I mean, we don't have to tell them that we killed it. We can just say we got rid of it.
We drove it back.
like,
We don't lie. Yeah, I agree. Okay.
I think that depends on your character alignment. If you want to be like shady about
Moray likes to tell tall tales.
Yeah, I mean you could if you're okay not being like really good. Like I think my character isn't either.
It's not exactly lying to say you drove it away.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll deal with that if anyone asks us. But yeah, for the meantime, maybe we should check her. No, I got nothing. I was gonna say maybe we should check her lab one more time, but I'm pretty sure we did a pretty thorough.
No, it was pretty thorough.
Yeah, so I think that's about everything.
I even found her hidden safe.
Yeah, oh right, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right, Jake. I think the town is clear. We've saved the day.
We just kicked the can down the road for the fifth riders to deal with.
Yeah, but we can't get rid of the entry quest,
I guess we'll have to see.
True.
Well, this wasn't really supposed to be the entry quest. This was a side quest that I put up. But you know, you gotta go with the flow, as they say. Things change.
Look, it's either vampire tree or bird that.
Bird is worse. I'm just gonna say it. The bird is way tougher than this.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, the bird can just one-shot anything.
One shot and then like disappear immediately.
I only do it 3 times though.
True.
Right. Well,
Yes, and this
there's
what,
5 of us.
Yeah.
Well, there was
Can't
10
take
of
all
us.
of us. We'll just have to roll the dice, you know? Draw straws. Okay, I think we make our way back to Bastion.
Yes.
Job complete.
Job's done.
Mission success.
As all of you return back to Bastion, over the course of the next half day, you guys arrive at around midnight, with honestly relatively little issues, but it is quite dark, and you do see that another group seems also to have been returning at around the same time you were. You glance over, and you realize that some of these people are belonging to a group known as the Third Riders. As already you can see that Gray is currently in conversation with one of them. The woman that he's in conversation with, as you guys are approaching the entrance, like the actual, you guys are inside Bastion now and are walking across the fields back towards the entranceway of the cave. But you can see that this woman is currently missing a limb, as in her entire left arm has been ripped off or has been cut off past the elbow joint. And you can see that there's like a large amount of bandages kind of wrapped around her entire left arm. She's currently in conversation with Gray, while you see another few incredibly injured individuals lying down in the back of what appears to be a cart. As you guys pass them, Gray kind of nods and say, he'll catch up with you guys later. And that